Morning. It is February 12th, 2026, and we got an exciting day ahead. Thursdays have been a mixed bag that usually ends down. Again, I think you've only had one green Thursday this year so far, but with everything going on every other day, even every day really, you still got the AI freak out. You had a lot of earnings. It was kind of a mixed bag, definitely not as good as some of the other days. You got a lot of surprisers, even if they were good. A little bit of data. You got to hear from Trump and the coal, and we actually got even some comments there on China. You got some other things going crazy overseas like Korea, and we are going to have an exciting day ahead of us, my friends. So you don't have any data. Tomorrow is going to be the CPI. You are coming off a good jobs report, and that had a big reaction. So we have a lot in store, my friends. I think it is going to be a glorious and great day for the next 7 hours at minimum. But Chad, here at the Cult, before we do anything, before we try to chase a dollar, before we try to enrich ourselves, we must pay homage to a very special group of people, one that has made a sacrifice that most of us never have and ever will. And I'm talking about the veterans of the United States of America. So on behalf of the Cult, the people here, the people not here, want to give a huge special shout out. All the active service, past service, anybody who has served this country, even your families. Thank you for everything you have given, for all of our freedom. I hope none of you take your freedom for granted. And for real, man, if you have already built that discipline, you understand the service and sacrifice, you know a lot of it, man, it applies very well to save 10% and get a long term. And if anybody should be owning the quality assets, the land, all of that, I think it should be you, my friend. So God bless you. Thank you for everything. I hope you could accept my thank you too. And God bless everybody else out there giving back to their local communities. All the doctors, nurses, teachers, firefighters, police officers, the janitors, the coaches, the garbage men, everybody making their community run, baby. God bless you and thank you. But ladies and gentlemen, please rise up. Place your right hand over your heart. Say it with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, baby. Say the judge! Oh, it's game time, Chad. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Good morning, Chadadonia. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you excited? It's a good day, bro. It's a very good day. Again, I don't know what it's going to bring. So even yesterday, like the Thursdays, we had one day go slow. You didn't, literally you meandered for like 5 hours and then it moved in the last like hour or two. Yesterday, you had most of the moves in the first 30 minutes, first hour, and then it kind of chilled out. Again, gold and silver, I think, are making the bigger moves. Bitcoin's kind of chilling. You did get some comments there on, what's it called? On Iran and all of that, but if anything, I'm more concerned still with the software, not the same thing everybody's been saying, but more so. You even had some of these companies come out with earnings, and some got rewarded, but some didn't, even if the earnings were good, and that does make me scratch my head a little bit. So, Chadadonia, get ready for all of it, and game time. Oh, wait, I have plays. I have some for you. I'm going to be watching a couple. McDonald's, Fastly, they're the ones that did good. IRM and CBRE, real estate freaked out yesterday, and then both of them had earnings. NVCR, it's a pancreatic cancer drug. They got approval there for a phase 3, so they're doing good. ICLR, you might see this one. I don't know. I think it might still be down 30, but essentially they had like an accounting issue and delayed stuff, and then Korea. That could be why SanDisk is going up. And then you had like Dell, HP, and a couple, essentially Lenovo. They were talking about memory squeeze and all of that. So that's why I think, what's it called? I think that's why your boy is up, SanDisk. Because, again, the Lenovo and the Dells and everybody freaking out. And, yeah, IRM came out. I was looking at IRM. I think it's part of some of the real estate stuff, too. So I need a quick Jesus in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a quick one. I just need a quick one. I just need to hear it, bro.
Jesus. Praise God. Amen.
Are you ready?
It's a cup, baby.
Are you ready?
Yeah. If we talking making plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there, I've done this shit for 10 years. You can have it all, but you
Less than a
big
minute,
scare.
Chad.
Funny, but there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been on, yeah, I've been clear, no fear. Oh dear, who you trying to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting.
Kyoxa earnings in Japan
Nah.
has
It's
SNDK
done.
and MU gapping up.
Daddy said
Thank
it's
you for that.
finished. Made me in his image, but that always made me timid. Wonder why we different, don't you ever get it twisted. It's the only way we get it, set apart from the start. And the heart isn't ours. It's a hippie with the love, but it's David with the sword. I want peace, so that means you gon' kill me if it's war. Nietzsche, Trotsky, can't beach on the arc. Want it easy or hard, want a genie or a god. Then believe me, lil' bro, you a child, you a son of the highest in the bud. Don't deny it, we don't like it.
Baby, less than 10 seconds.
I can tell you who I
Let's
was.
get it, baby. Let's have a good Friday, Junior. 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Fight. All right. Ba-da-ba-ba-bop. Oh, they opened up some chains quick, son. Oh, but some of them very, very tight. Once again, the spreads. I don't know, though. Yesterday, if it's good enough and you could see the damn trend, I mean, I guess I don't even be scared of the spreads. That's what the Staples showed us yesterday, man. They started to go a lot. Russia considers return to dollar in Trump economic pitch. And you had Trump talking, or Holman was talking about Minnesota, too. And then you have the coal plays up. That was yesterday. I just don't know if it's, damn, ARLP was up a little bit more. But it was about 2 to 5% on some of them. They were saying 175 million, so it pales in comparison to some of your other critical mineral things. But SPY is up by 3.4, Dow 3.9, and then NASDAQ 3.1. Russell is leading out the gate. There's Fastly's up 52, bro. So that one's already launching there. Again, that was the one that they did good, and then they were able to actually continue off of it. But then the other ones, they did not get as hot. So like App came out, that one's the trippiest one, bro. App had a good guide, good everything, and then they still got killed. Again, this was the one that was worst on the year. There's Adobe, but then yeah, IGV was down. I think they're still down. Yeah, got a little bit of a bid there at open. And then a couple of staples are still going. Then you had a McDonald's. And then what was the other one? NVCR and ICLR. So ICLR is the one that's damn. They're down 40% now? Holy shit. So yeah. I see this was down 20% pre-market. They delayed their filing. Something about an accounting issue. I don't know if they're getting investigated, but yeah, that's okay. That one's already fucking crazy. Yeah, every single there's the option chain don't even go deep enough. That's down 40, so good luck on that one. XLP running again. And then NVCR, that's your cancer drug. That was actually still holding. So again, I think you got to get through the morning. We've traded NVCR in the past. Long term. I created a long term. Sand is still going. Netflix could be the thing yesterday. Remember, you had a little bit of competition with that, but yeah, Netflix it's going lower. I mean, I think we're gonna get a lot of questions on that one. Every single low, everyone asked me if they should buy it. So the net chain, I don't know. I haven't checked. Net's benefiting more, but Fastly was the real winner out of all of those. I guess you still have Datadog. I don't know if they reported yet. But yeah, Fastly's the one, I think, just because they're smaller. But yeah, Fastly's still going, bro. You just got 60%. The chain, that one has a wide spread as well. So do what you need to do. And then a couple of the biotechs chilling out. Let me see where we're at. I guess you're still below yesterday's open, and then you got a little bit of a gap to fill. Equal weight's actually very solid. So Russell's up by 0.6. Equal weight's just under that. Banks are coming up too. They got clapped from the other day. Remember, you had that report on Micron yesterday. Again, there was stuff in Korea, and then one of the chats saying also too Japanese earnings are affecting that. I think the yen moved a decent amount, and bonds have a bid too. On running, oh yeah, Crocs did good too. I mean, they're still up 15. So some of these, I mean, Fastly took like an extra $1 or $2. NVCR, and then that other one to the downside got murked, but you know, some of them are actually still moving out of here. Datadog has the event today. Yeah, that's what it is. They have Investor Day. So they already reported. But those are the ones. Those are like all the cloud providers, essentially. Hilton or Hyatt had earnings. I forgot. And then again, banks are coming up. They got clapped. There's IRM. IRM's doing good too, continuing a little bit. Now. Oh, Bradley Frizzle! Early! Or not. Oh, Peach Nation. Good morning. How are you, my friend? That's what I'm talking about. It's a bright inner. I'm too excited, Bradley. I almost forgot to switch over the screen. I had to pull a Boeing right away. Oh, man. That's early. That's early consistency. It's only been 4 minutes of the bell. What's up, baby? And then Microsoft is IGV. What are you doing, IGV? Oh, my goodness. Nothing like a little Bradley to brighten your day. The best part of waking up is frizzle in your cup. No? You gotta... I don't know if y'all remember the Folgers. Yeah, retail earnings have done decent. I mean, granted, retail sales weren't the hottest. Early. Palantir, Oracle. I think software might be down because of Cisco. I don't know. Is Cisco software or hardware? Now that I think about it. And then Intel's starting to come up. AMD's already in the green. NVIDIA has a gain. So again, everything's still around 0.3, or at least the NASDAQ. Dow's catching more of a bid. Kimberly hit 108, then came down. Fucking Kimberly. TAP is up a Bud. Bud said volumes were lower, but they plan on increasing earnings. So I don't know how that's going to fare for them. Fastly still going up. Now Net's going... IRM ripping too. Let's see, gold and silver. Into it, Micron and SanDisk still going. So again, actually SanDisk chilled out a little bit, but Micron keeps running. Early peach things. So Cisco's hardware stack. With server stacks. Check MDB too, I forgot. That's kind of related to the Fastlies and all that. Iridium, ServiceNow. Again, Net's starting to go up there. Yeah, they're all catching a bid. Fastly's still going. So think about it, man. First 5 minutes here. That's one of those good earnings. It's related to the software. They were just at a 52-week low, or give or take, near there. But yeah, that's starting to run. So choose your frustration on any of these. Oh, speaking of which, where's Korea? Damn, Korea's still going. It's 2.5. But then again, that's probably been the next most manic thing next to silver and gold from last month. And then SPY still coming down a little bit by earnings. A couple of chips are rotating. That's part of waking up. Bradley in your cup. I'm sorry, Bradley. I didn't mean to turn you into a Folgers commercial. It's very catchy. ACAM bonds catching a bid. Who's the other one? The cancer biotech. So that already came down a little. There's a lot of 30% moves, dude. 30, 40, even up and down side is kind of nuts. There's a lot of them. ICLR. That one came back up a little bit, but down 40. There's EWY. That's Korea. Trump dramatically expanding effort to revoke citizenship for foreign-born Americans as works to curb immigration. Yeah, Net's now... Remember, Net hit 208. That might be a delayed one if that could come back up. Bowen. Yeah, Bobo, the up, what, $2 since the frizzle? So good morning. You're taking the state national real estate exam? Good luck, baby. That's it. Most people, again, the state one's easy. That's for most people. The national one, like if you're going to fail, it's going to be off of 1 or 2 questions. So just give it a quick rundown right before, bro. Get refreshed on it. And good luck, my friends. Welcome. You're going to have another real estate agent. That's it. Chattel. Chattel. Do you know what chattel is? You have to know what chattel is. I didn't know chattel till real estate, surprisingly. Disney? I like it, but we're still up on it. Remember, this is kind of near the highs, but I do like that it's down on the year. Just, I mean, last year it kind of had some good performance, but it's still been kind of pinned. I would give it a little bit. I mean, you know, this is the thing that, like, it's just a matter of patience and timing. And I mean, especially today, because there's even a lot of plays, even on the short term, you just got to choose your frustration. You know, are you going to be more like, if you run out of options on something, or if you say, I'm going to wait for it, or I'm going to buy it, are you going to be more mad if it goes down, or are you going to be more mad if you miss it? And if you miss it, will you have another option, or is that your last option that you could build around your portfolio? Because, like, Netflix, this is, I think, a very good example, because it's kind of gradual, hasn't done it a lot, but I don't know if you, like, beginning of the year, everybody keeps asking about Netflix, and, you know, we have it at a way lower price, so it kind of plays out a little different. Coupang. Estee Lauder, too. Estee Lauder's ripping, dude. I forgot. And then McDonald's had a great earnings. Keep your eye on that one, actually, because if that one wants to turn around, or if anything, if we get a little bit more volatility, that one might wake up. Spy's trying to break out a little bit here. Klaviyo should have done better. Again, that was one of those that had good earnings in software. SanDisk going up again, and now Intel, WDC. But yeah, that one should have gone up a lot more. Again, I'm surprised. I'm very shocked by how many software names they did good, and they just didn't really get the reward, considering, you know, earning stabilization should have took away some of the fears. It's pretty fascinating. But yeah, my bad, ADD. But the Netflix. So like I'm saying, you know, people kept wanting to buy that one. And again, it's not like it's a bad stock. It's just terms of pricing, momentum, kind of where things are rotating. But which one are you going to be more mad at? If you take another 5-10% down, or would you be more mad if it ripped 15%, and then would you not have any other options? So that's kind of Disney. I think you could wait, just because there's still a couple of names that are lower, but also too, you know, a lot of my decisions are based on having low cash. So the fact that, you know, I'm already fully invested there, so I want to make sure if I'm going to strike, I want it to be a better option. And remember, you can't sell for 10 years. Now, there's Intel now. SanDisk again. SanDisk just moved 2% real quick off that. Hi. Let's see these. The best part of waking up is long-term in your cup. Oh, yeah, and you guys know the market is closed on Monday. President's Day. Everything. Bonds, stock market, all of it. About Meta with OpenClaw? I didn't hear that. Where'd you hear that one? I'll look into that, but that would be interesting. So again, like Fastly, they just again, Net mentioned it too, but they were mentioning, you know, just agentic AI traffic and all of that. But I do think if one of these companies partnered with something like that, it'd be big. Let me see. Yeah, I didn't hear anything about Meta and OpenClaw. Might be, isn't it technically called Moltbot? It's had many names already. Yeah, I've never heard that one. I can't. Send me that if you find it. I'd like to look into that. At 185, hard to buy. Yeah, Netflix. Technically 20 now after the split, or 18 bucks. That trips me out when I go and look at it. Yeah, so SanDisk going. Those options are insane. I guess there is a couple of cheap ones, but I don't know how crazy it's going to go. It's already up 11. But yeah, most of those options actually gapped up 7 to 1,000%. 700 to 1,000%. Your market is closed. On Monday, Tesla, Fastly chilled. Net's starting to fucking get what it should have yesterday. Those assholes. Spotify, down 4 already. Again, they had good earnings yesterday. Crocs is coming back up. That was up 15. I'm shocked. Estee Lauder, bro, even near 109. I think that's about to fill the gap. And then we haven't heard anything on oil, gold, silver. Oil's coming down. Silver, gold. chilling. And then Bitcoin still holding the 0.5. More SanDisk, more Micron, all those chips. And FedEx too, actually. 52-week high. There's the SPY. Bud's going up too. So again, Bud is a post-earnings. So keep that in mind. That one might get a little bit more. It's already up 3.9. TAP is barely moving. And Verizon. So see if the staples start going. NASDAQ might even go red. You're only up by 0.08. SPY's up a quarter. Russell's still leading. And then Dow 0.4. Yeah, EcoWeight's killing it today. Again, you still got a way bigger. It's almost tripling up through the SPY. U.S. House backs the Trump. Yeah, that was this morning. People are kind of downplaying it. Doesn't seem like it'll have an immediate effect. HDB, T-Mobile. Again, more communication. So that's what I was saying. Watch the staples, because if these comms start going up and you get another one of those staple moves, I mean, staples are already up by 0.5. But yeah, I think all you have is tech. Or excuse me, all you have is chips in tech. Because even IGV starting to come down there. The best part of waking up is long-term in your cup. Oh, I forgot about young NVIDIA. Let me see. They won't feel me. Okay, I took some more Estee Lauder off the table. I should have got more, though. Those spreads are kind of wide. But they're over 100. Oh, you're going off hints in various interviews with the Moltbach thing? Ah. All right. On BTC, I don't know. So we talked about it this morning. I just feel Bitcoin and how it's reacting. I think people are just sensitive, but I think the little Binance guy is a little bit more important than not. I think that's the elephant in the room, because like people don't like talking about it. I know he already did his little interview rounds and all of that, but people have been making jokes about it for a while. But the Bitcoin community don't like jokes, okay? They like jokes when it's up, but they don't like jokes when it's coming down and in the files. But yeah, other than that, we'll see. I think it's still gonna, in a weird way, it tracks IGV. That's kind of the craziest part. So this software decline in Bitcoin tracks very, very high in terms of correlation. All right, SPY's going down a little bit more. Again, staples, you're kind of doing what you've done every other day. I think the only thing that's good for Bitcoin right now is the ISM. I mean, you guys should have heard by now. I'm a big ISM believer. I feel like the ISM is a religion at this point, because I'm a believer in the ISM. I really am, and I think got early evidence even with the jobs report yesterday, and even like Dow transports and how some other things are holding up. But yeah, I think that's the only thing Bitcoin has in its favor right now, is that simply there is anytime the ISM starts breaking out, it's been very, very good for them. Yeah, Bud's still going up. TAP, I can't believe TAP's almost at 54 though. Like I was saying, if it could get through there, but I think it's getting a little bit of the buzz from Bud. But Bud is just more earnings company specific. Yeah, you got to get like 54.50, and then maybe we could get to 57. Kimberly had tapped 108 for a little bit. And then SPY's going lower on wood, the timber and forestry. I have not looked at it. Is this like, what's it called? Is this the same, like this isn't lumber, is it? Like, is it the same lumber for like house building? Because I thought lumber was down. Very interesting. But no, I haven't looked into that. I mean, it might move here with, what's it called? It might move with, the existing home sales. So NASDAQ already flipped red. Hot dog. And the Estee Lauder XP. Check McDonald's too. Like I'm saying, they've already flipped, but the rest of XLP is starting to go up. SPY's coming down a little bit harder. SPY might go red. Equal weight is up, so I haven't checked, but I'm assuming you have way more names in the green right now. But you do have a couple of big... Oh, yeah. Let me double check that's correct. I think SPY is 325. Yeah, you have 325 names green, 177 in the red. So that could explain a little bit of the staples too. 45 green on the NASI, 55 in the red. Dow Jones 18 green, 12 in the red. Most of the Dow that's red is tech. And Dow's still above 50,000.
I know, it's a great price. I tell you, we're booming.
Okay, calm down. Tessie came down. Then Meta's in, I think all the big tech except NVIDIA. Actually, Google's getting 2 candles off the bottom. Yeah, Google's kind of waking up, and then CoreWeave. Again, I don't think you have had CoreWeave or ARM earnings yet, have you? Oh, yeah, real estate. Well, I've been saying this. I've been telling you guys that, like, literally these REITs are part of the run it hot trade. It's the riskier side of it, but it's like, it's kind of like the long end of the curve, just a little bit more solid. But, you know, think about it, like goods. It's funny that CBRE got affected, but they offer services. They had one of their worst days, and it was kind of part of the AI scare. But these companies that own real estate and rent it out, they have been absolutely demolished for the last couple of years. The rates are still high, so that's why there's still a little bit of risk. Some of them have bad loans, but if you don't have bad loans, you're not worried about it. Even the ones with bad loans and even the ones with stress, they're still catching a bid, but that's part of it. You know, you get a manufacturing, you get an industrial boom, the ISM. These guys are more likely on the back end to benefit once you start getting lower rates and stuff that really confirms the economy's going. But the problem is that if the economy did slow down a little bit more and that boom is short-lived, then they would kind of have to pay for it. But it has been something I've been saying here for at least a week, a little longer. But we even talked about it a little bit last year. I don't know if you guys remember when I was saying, I was like, dude, if you want to take the risk on it, it's a high risk reward in terms of value plays. But yeah, and they had earnings today, not O, but a lot of other REITs. But O's ripping, IRM, I mean, I think even SPG, a lot of them, they look like XLP. They look like those value names that we were talking about. So yeah, I mean, if you want to go for it, you can. I mean, we already have a little bit of REITs. We have O, and sadly, we have the MPT. But even MPT got to come back up here. So it's like if some of this stuff starts to break out, it could, I think it's going to be more relative, though, to the economy and relative to the ISM and whatever happens if we confirm the run it hot or not. But if run it hot fails, I think they get smacked. So unfortunately, though, I wouldn't pick them up 15%. You know, buying a fixed income asset or, you know, something that you're buying for income after it moves like that, you got to kind of be careful about that. SPGI? I think they'll be around, actually. I think they'll be later, but, you know, people were talking about this one because they're saying, like it was like FactSet, S&P, Moody's. It's like, yeah, they could get affected by AI, but this is what I was saying the other day where, like, they have data. They're trusted. You know, they may get affected by AI, but they have a area where people are going to keep coming back to them. Like, I mean, who are you going to use for your credit ratings? Who are you going to use for your PMIs and shit like that? So I don't think they're as exposed. I mean, again, at this point, your stock's probably going to move with sentiment, whether it gets better or worse, but I think they'll be around in 10 years. Even if AI develops, I do think at the very least one of these rating agencies and reliable like data providers, they're going to stay there, because you could do a lot of productivity with the robots, the agents, the AI, but you need a verified data set. And that's what people have talked about. Like, a lot of people are getting fearful and they think that everything's going to get replaced, but no, you need solid data. Because if you don't have solid data, that means whatever the AI is working off of will be incorrect. So that's where those companies come into play. I like it. I think you could get better deals in other places, but I'm a cheap ass. But yeah, that's your prerogative. You already got what, $150 off the top? I get to go back a couple of years, but I don't think it's disappearing. It's just a matter though of price and how that all plays out. Bombardier CEO risk for company over possible exit from USMCA. Bombardier. I know he did. MPW. You guys know MPW is MPT, right? You got the name change. You moved to another town. He's definitely trying to avoid people or turn his life around. Either way, bro. Either way, I won't hate on him too hard. That's why, I mean, again, this software sell-off is going to provide opportunity. It's a mix of like buying in the middle of all the drama, and then it's going to be a mix of also letting like the dust settle. Because just look at the last 2 weeks. This is week number 2 of like, there's still been drama. And that's the thing that sucks, because like, if this lasts a little longer, the next development, but like eventually it's going to go away. So I think, like I've told a lot of people, even on the Bitcoin and other stuff, if you really like something, you could take advantage of a nice 20-30% drop, but like be ready to buy again. And like you need to space it out. Just play it with time, and if you actually do that, you know, you could build something. But yeah, it's a bittersweet mix of, you have discounts, and you have discounts for a reason. Some of these stocks aren't going to disappear, but then you're also like, you still might have more headwinds that you're going to deal with. So that could either lead to better prices, or hopefully if you pick good enough quality, and this is what I'm worried about for everybody, because if you pick good enough quality, who gives a what happens to the price? You know what I'm saying? Because then at the very least, 1, 2, 3 years down, you know it's gonna be able to stick it through. And that's the real emphasis I would put on all of these. So that's what I'm saying. Name like S&P. What did you guys bring up? Like a Workday, and there's some other names and databases that exist that it's like, yeah, you know, right now you just got to kind of navigate the short term to try to get better prices and not expose yourself too much. But at some point, dude, if it's gonna stick around, you're just get a good price. The exposure shouldn't matter, but that you're not gonna do it in one purchase. And that's the thing, that if you could really build around that, I think you're gonna have a good time. I think you'll enjoy your discounts. Yeah, gold and silver starting to come down. Both of them just knife. SPY too. I mean, damn, Nasdaq's down 1/4. Russell just went red. That's actually kind of crazy. Russell was just up by about 0.5%. So, and then Dow's now the leader. Again, we were noticing the staples, but they've already gapped up pretty strong. It's not like moving intraday too crazy. The best part of waking up, Bradley Fraser in your cup. Mortgages are a little different. And then UWMC had some bad earnings, or they got hit by, what's it called? Who was that the other day? Fannie or Freddie, or no, what was it? Penny Mac. Penny Mac got him. But Arquite. So after Penny Mac, all the real estate lenders went down. They were kind of catching a tailwind off of the REITs and the run it hot theme. Because again, mortgages have been up, but the mortgage lenders have struggled more than the REITs. Remember, the REITs own the property. They own the property. A lot of them, their debt is fixed. As long as they didn't get into bad debt deals in the last 5 years, their debt situation has relatively been the same over the last 10, 20 years, if you think about it. So that's why they're able to benefit off of it. Again, you're shifting to real economy rather than tech paper economy. And SPY's still going down. Coca-Cola now. Yeah, UPS and FedEx. UPS is a banger, bro. GG's if you got that. God bless Chad. Okay, MO's doing it again, mother effer. So this is what happened yesterday. That's why remember we noticed it early, but Once you start seeing MO and Philip Morris just start melting up. But yesterday, MO wasn't up 1% by the time it did this. So yeah, you are getting that again. The best part of waking up. Bradley Fraser in your cup. Let me see. I'm looking at Staples. McDonald's. I like the McDonald's, bro. It sucks. They're just... It might get pinned, though. That's how you're going to get fucking clapped. But yeah, they should have been... I'm surprised Wall Street didn't go crazy. But then again, I think McDonald's has a PE, double or triple every software stock. So, you know, take it how you please, Habibi. Take it how you please. Existing home sales 3.91 versus 4.15. I don't know the percentage, but that was expected to come in weaker. Remember, December was a big surprise up, but now that's kind of leveling out. Yeah, down 8.4 versus 4.6. So yeah, December doubled up, and now on the gain, and now January doubled up to the loss. So it balances out a little bit, but weaker data, see what bonds should catch a little bit of a bid off of that. Long term in your cup. Or you're going to lose on it. Not a recommendation. PayPal. And then SPY bouncing. You get a 10K tax refund? Damn, son. And you going to get a pizza oven? You know how bad I wanted one of those pizza ovens, dude? It's terrible. It's terrible how bad I wanted a pizza oven, man. You know that? I wanted a pizza oven for the longest time. But then I got over it. I never ended up using it. But yeah, I remember. That was in 2021. Nibis. Bro, Kimberly. Come on, Kimberly. Dude, why won't it come down? I swear, bro, for like a week after we owned it, the staples ripped, and then it was like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm good right here. We don't need to move at all. And now it's just like, okay, every day, 2%. Son. Oh, fuck. Those ELs ripped again, too? Well. I know I had the deposit, right? You had one last call, and then that train took off. But patience. I will say again, like we've talked real estate. We've talked a couple of these trends here with the Run It Hot theme and a lot of other stuff. I hope y'all been paying attention, but one of these days, bro, the staples are going to come down. That's it. One of these days, these staples are going to come down. So that's why, just a little bit of patience. But then again, the problem is how much do they run up before they come down? But then again, it will chill out. So that's going to be the only hope. And then if not, I mean, I hope you like tech. That's the best I could offer you. Papa Josh. Papa Josh's Pizza. Better savings, better long terms. Papa Josh. We could make that a commercial, bro. I'm just saying. I don't know. I could probably get a sponsorship. I could pull it off. Would AI use Adobe? I mean, it could. I don't know if the AI itself, but like a lot of people use Adobe. It's a kind of an industry standard. I was talking about it the other day where like I still use Adobe. Like, again, I'll make clips with AI and I'll have AI create thumbnails, but I usually run it through Adobe to get the final product. So I think they're going to get threatened, though. It already is. You know, it's good that they have revenue and they have other things that separate them. But I mean, the fact of the matter is there's like who's a comp? Let me put it this way. Can any of you guys name an Adobe competitor that's on the market? I don't know if you guys realize this, but there's not really a Adobe competitor. Yeah, Figma, I guess, but even then, they were going to buy them. But like, think about like size, company, because I put it into the valuation thing, and like the names that came up as like competitors, I was not really, I was like, what the fuck? You don't really have too many Adobes that are publicly traded when it's all said and done. They make their money through subscriptions. You know, people subscribing to the Photoshops or what's it, Light Studio. I don't even know what it's called. Premiere's for the video editing. Microsoft Paint. Amen. Oh yeah. But that's what I need. I need an editor. I need somebody. I already had a bunch of people hit me up. I need to send these out. But yeah, bro. Does anybody know how to do animation or video? I need somebody to bring an audio story to life. Email me if you can. tradingfraternity@gmail.com. Since we're talking about Adobe, Egypt sent central bank deposit rate at 19%. Yalla, Habibi. I tell you, see, 19% interest. Good deal, Habibi. Good deal. Since COVID, you graduate with an econ and a bachelor's in econ. Nice. What are you gonna do next? That's exciting, bro. Do you know about the unholy trinity? Would you like to do a cost-benefit analysis? I love it, man. I'm a big fan of econ. Are you interested in the ISM? It's becoming a new religion. I think in the next 3 months, some of you will become believers. Do you know that? You will have an altar call. You guys would be like, at first I doubted the ISM. I thought the stock market was the economy. That's what they told me. But after seeing the ISM predict my future, I'm a believer. All right, catch a couple more bids. Where's Fastly? They're still up. Net came down. Data Kelb. This is what you got from your researcher. He said we don't use look-back options because they focus on highly liquid, but they used a lot on OTC desks since they're a liquid. Interesting. But they have access to them? Tell them I have an idea. Yalla, I have an offer you can't refuse. VST, Oracle, or Adobe? They're just two completely different companies, but I think both of them will be around down the future. I think in a weird way, that's the irony, is that like Adobe probably has more AI risk, and then Oracle has more financial risk. It's actually weird when you compare the two, now that I think about it, because like, you know, Oracle bonds are dog shit right now. Oracle has like their credit defaults on Oracle is borderline, like it's worse than 2008, even like 2001. But then again, like Larry Ellison owns your fucking cell phone without you realizing it. So it's like that's one good part about it. But then like Adobe, like I'm telling you, it's a moat. They have a lot of things, a very good moat in terms of size, subscription, how much revenue they turn, kind of, you know, industry standard for a lot of stuff in media and visuals. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. There was just what's it called that came out? Sea Dance. Have you guys heard of Sea Dance? I think that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, Sea Dance is like ByteDance. They came out with like a video editor. It's like not a video editor, but a video creation thing. And there's like things like that can that really, you know, one development, God knows what'll happen next. But I still think it'll be around. So Oracle has financial risk. Adobe has AI risk, you know, being literally replaced, which I think you can replace Adobe, but not really. And then Oracle is just a matter of fucking Sam Altman coming up with $500 billion. Are you following? It's a very, and then again, you bundle this all up. They're all software, all in the like, or software space or borderline. They're all in this space right now that is just all slashed 30%, 40% from their highs, some even a little bit more. And then, yeah, we're still kind of into the thick of it. You guys remember that one? Yeah, IRM kept going. Speaking of REITs and earnings, and then more Bud. The yellow tap. Again, 54 is a huge level, man. 54.50 is the real one, but I'm even a little stoked. Stoked and shocked. My homeboy over here. The best part of waking up is long term in your cup. Bradley Frizzle. I know, dude. KMB. Fuck y'all, man. This is bullshit. Fuck Kimberly. Feel comfortable with Adobe being more vocal about their AI development. Well, yeah, they're just, and again, too, the difference between Oracle and Adobe is that, like, Adobe is not guiding up for $500 billion. Like, that's really funny if you think about it. Because Adobe is making more money. Their money has gone up since the advent of ChatGPT and shit like that. But it's not like they're like, oh, yeah, now we're going to do this. They've talked about getting AI developments and benefiting off of it, but it's not like they're, you know, they don't have like a crazy story that they're bringing up around it. As much as like Oracle has made crazy acquisitions, they have crazy partnerships and investments, but there's a very lofty goal that is embedded into that company that has even created this downside situation for them, which is a trip. So yeah, I hope it helps. Like I said, I mean, all of these too, if you want any of these companies or you want a S&P Global, whatever it is. And then again, keep in mind, like I think Adobe, actually, when's Oracle earnings? Unless they already reported. I might be tripping. No, yeah, Oracle and Adobe are around the same time, I think. March 9th and March 12th. Yeah. I like Workday. I think that one's, that's one we talked about the other day. I think it's multi-year. That one's probably, Adobe's closer. Again, not in terms of what the fuck it is, but like at least Workday, you get a couple year discount. I haven't looked at the financials of Workday. I do think Adobe has a better revenue protection, but then again, more risk. I don't think, I don't know how the Workday is going to get impacted by the whole AI development theme, but I could consider it. I don't think it was that bad. I like CRM too. I think CRM because they've benefited a lot off the UI, but like people like even without a UI and kind of the trusted nature in the ecosystem, like I think they're gonna lose. They could change their revenue model. They're gonna lose to some things with this whole AI shit, but I think they're still gonna be around. So I hope you guys. Oh, Fastly again, and Kimberly. But like I was telling y'all, man, you got to really just think about quality of what's going to stick around, Because then all these talks don't fucking matter. Because then you just got to decide when you want to buy and then call it a day. And then have a little bit more ammo and keep buying. That's just the only risk I didn't tell you is like, yeah, you could buy and keep buying. And as long as it's quality, you know, you think on the long term it's good. But the only risk is you're going to miss out on opportunity. That's it. Because like I'm saying, go buy Oracle, Adobe, Workday, CRM, right? And then what happens if it goes up 10% and then 3-4 months later it goes down 20%? And then goes up 10%, then goes back down 10%. And then you do that for another year and a half. And then all the while, every low, you're like buying it and adding to it and adding to it and adding to it. And then meanwhile, REITs and Kimberly-Clark and all these other ones, they start kind of doing their thing. So, yeah, that's all you got to consider. But then again, you wish you got more meta, so maybe you find your meta. And that's where it's like, you just got to think about that and what makes the most sense for your portfolio. But you better get quality. I have no other way to put it, dude. Because that's what I'm saying. If you're not going for, at least these names we're talking about aren't too bad. You know, I think Oracle is the sketchiest one, sadly. It's not like I don't like Oracle. It's just, it's fucked up. But at least these are names that are going to be around. And that is something that you have to think about. Yeah, UNH, man. He's had a weird time. Valero, XLU, Energy's moving up, and utilities. NASDAQ's still in the red, and then SPY's barely up again. Equal weight's killing it. Russell came back up, but lost a lot of juice from the morning. Bro, fucking Kimberly. Fuck you. Oracle has too many. It has too many red flags. I could fix her, bro. I'm telling you. I could change it. I'm telling you. It's okay. I won't judge it off of his past. I think it loves me. Okay. Fine. Best part of waking up. Let's see, you got the FHA here to check in. You saved $12K. Good, bro. How do you like it? How do you like being a homeowner? How was your first Home Depot trip? That's good. We were talking about it yesterday, man. I was really encouraging a lot of the chads to damn shop for a crib, dude. Because, like, it is a buyer's market. You're up 40 on UPS and sad I didn't get more. Hey, man, you're telling me. You're telling everybody. I got TAP instead. I would have made more if I grabbed UPS. But again, I'm glad you guys made decisions, though. Because that was a big reason last year I was really yelling at y'all, man. Because I said, make a fucking move. So I'm glad some of you did it. You know, again, I think a lot of the times you guys thought I was going to buy. Some of you thought I was going to buy Procter & Gamble. You picked that up. You thought I was going to buy UPS. You picked that up. But, like, you guys made good decisions. Like I'm saying, I think UPS had a little bit of risk. But now, after a move like that, dude, your risk is a little bit more secure. So I'm very glad, bro. And that's what I'm telling you. I hope it built up confidence, too. I hope you guys see it. You know, now your only regret is you didn't buy more. They don't feel me, bro. They don't feel me. So amen to many, many more. So that's why, like, right now, the opportunity, and man, y'all don't feel me. You don't feel me. Where is it? Because I deleted all my tweets. It hasn't deleted all of them. It kept some of them. But do you want to know what I saw? You don't want to see this, you guys. You don't want to see it, bro. Both December 12th, 2024 and then December 12th, 2025. We were doing the same thing. Going through the year-to-date laggers and all of it, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, man, if you took it, you acted wisely, you took it. What the fuck are you doing, Kimberly? Stop it! The fuck is this? Oh, dude, I feel like Happy Gilmore right now. This is not, what is he doing? Oh my gosh. But yeah, either way, bro, you had a good opportunity. I'm saying if you took it, you actually were paying attention to it. Just my emphasis, especially last year, like the thing that was very it was inaccurate and it was bothering. It was bothersome it was bothersome because it was inaccurate. And I think it hurt a lot of people by not learning this, is that a lot of people, I know you guys remember this. The market would be at all-time highs. No matter what, it's at all-time highs, right? It's like you were going up, it dropped, it hit a new high, and no matter what was happening, the video would go up. You had all these things, but everybody kept saying, this is what I said in the video. This is what we talked about even in the Intel video, I believe. Because everybody kept bringing up, they're like, it's too expensive. Everyone said the market, there's nothing I could buy. Everything is too expensive. I'm sure you heard that, right? Everything is too expensive. They're like, it's a bubble. Everything's too... And again, there was their dog shit quantum plays and other shit going crazy and critical minerals, yeah. But it was, dog, everybody was saying that there is no opportunity. And that's, like I said, it was inaccurate and it was bothering. And it was bothering because it was inaccurate. And that's why it's like, dude, you see it. And I'm glad a lot of you... Now you don't have to just hear me rant. You could see it in your portfolio. Some of you are up fucking 45%. Off of some of these plays. You know what I'm saying? That's where your UPS is and the targets, and like even at the base level, it was at least 20% on stuff that also pays a dividend and stuff that's going to be around for a minute. So, and like I'm saying, be careful. Don't be the asshole who buys the dividend stock at a high price, and then that's where dividends and value gets a bad rap. It was when you buy them too high, because then it's slow. It's like, why the fuck are you buying for that? If you had to, like, it doesn't make sense to take 10-15% equity risk to make 5%. No, it's like, I hope you guys see how you reversed it. You bought 10, 20, 30% discounts that paid you to take the risk. Meanwhile, you did it at a time, wow, the whole entire market was overvalued, but you found the damn value. Oh, man. So yeah, bro, I love it. I hope you guys got to learn from it, and I hope it affects you in the future, so that you can make better decisions. And if you wanted to apply it to right now, that's why we're saying software. There is opportunity in software. There is opportunity in some of these tech stocks, but that's why it just sucks. We're kind of in the middle of it. You know, think about it. We were talking about these value names for about 2 years, a year at minimum, even end of last year, but that took time. So as long as you're patient and let this work out, I mean, you'll get it. You'll get it. I don't want to talk about Kimberly. See, I was too patient on Kimberly. But no. I'm Kimberly Clark. I go up every day and don't come down. I'm a value stock. AI growth diapers. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's doing this. Oh, yeah. Some of you hit big on Pepsi. Some of you took the 129. I still think Pepsi was the best one, hands down. Because Pepsi was the one, it hit that low and then bounced up, and I'm mad I didn't get it, but Pepsi was the highest fucking quality. Because that was good quality, good divvy, good price at that 127 or whatever. And then you see the move now. I think UPS, though, that UPS was a little scary. That's why you got rewarded. Hershey's, too. Hershey's would hit the price and go up in a day, though. You couldn't snag her. You had to just take Hershey's every time it hit that low. But yeah, there's a lot of them, bro. And these are good names. That's the best part about it. You're gonna get into Nvidia Kimberly Clark headline. AI diapers to monitor children's health. New Blackwell by Huggies. What? You got a Huggy Blackwell? The new diaper stack. Oh my gosh. I would cry. The best part of waking up is Fraser in your cup. Well, on that note, good discussion, good long-term plays. Shout out to Chad. UNH, big volume, actually. I don't know if that's real. No, it's kind of real. No, I think it is real. I don't know. What is this? PayPal? PayPay Corp? PayPay, not PayPal. You got in touch with him? Good, bro. Send me the house, too, before you buy it. Let me look over it. If you want, but I encourage... I'm always, like I'm saying, bro, let me be a hard ass when it comes to you buying a house. Not like I don't want you to just fucking pump a crib on you, dude. I just make sure, like, you know, if it's sitting on the market, you better fucking offer low. Do not buy the most expensive house. Try to find something of good utility too. That's one thing I'll tell you. Like, can you make money buying a house and putting work into it? Yes. But if you could get a house that's already updated, needs minimal work, like we talked about with that equity thing, and you could avoid the air conditioner, the roof, avoid some of that stuff, that's going to help your value in equity. Best part of waking up. But all of this being said, you guys, I think great discussions, great long term. I hope you're having a good Friday, Junior. Watch the healthcare stocks right now. You're still near the low, but please take a minute or two. I'm going to go to the bathroom, and I'm going to loop our sponsor. All of this content, all of the long term is brought to you by our lovely sponsors, and they ask that I show you this video. Please use code SAVE10% at checkout. Thank you. Wait, where is it? Oh, hold on. I got you. Thank you. Thank you. We love you. God bless America. Put your moderate to severe volatility in check with long-term once-monthly savings and high-quality ownership. Before I started using long-term monthly, I was an absolute degenerate who couldn't sleep because they said don't hold overnight. Oh, I could sleep. My husband said he was investing for our future, but he was just gambling at 8 in the morning. But now, thanks to long-term monthly, we're about to buy our second home. Before taking long-term monthly, I used to get really bothered by the politics on the television and YouTube. Now, I don't care who's president. I know I'm still going to make a profit and have a financial future. Long-term can lower your ability to blow up your account. Before treatment, watch Trading Fraternity and Stock Market Live videos. Serious faith, hope, and love might occur. For patients above 20, discipline and goals are a common side effect. Nausea, upset stomach, and diarrhea may occur if you are trading in your long-term account. Consult your broker and ask them why they are charging you above the Fed's funds rate to hold your money. Long-term monthly is not a one-time treatment and will have to be kept up for several years. Long-term monthly. Pay yourself first. Put your moderate to severe volatility in check with long-term once-monthly savings and high-quality ownership. Before I started using long-term monthly, I was an absolute degenerate who couldn't sleep because they said don't hold overnight. Oh, I could sleep. My husband said he was investing for our future, but he was just gambling at 8 in the morning. But now, thanks to long-term monthly, we're about to buy our second home. Before taking long-term monthly, I used to get really bothered by the politics on the television and YouTube. Now, I don't care who's president. I know I'm still going to make a profit and have a financial future. Long-term can lower your ability to blow up your account. Before treatment, watch Trading Fraternity and Stock Market Live videos. Serious faith, hope, and love might occur. For patients above 20, discipline and goals are a common side effect. Nausea, upset stomach, and diarrhea may occur if you are trading in your long-term account. Consult your broker and ask them why they are charging you above the Fed's funds rate to hold your money. Long-term monthly is not a one-time treatment and will have to be kept up for several years. Long-term monthly. Pay yourself first. Thank you. Put your moderate to severe volatility. Listen, it's not uncommon for them to play back-to-back commercials. I've had that happen on TV. You know that? They'll just play you the same damn biotech commercial over and over again. And then I call my doctor and my broker. I know. Oh, yeah, my bad. Kind of chilling, bro. SPY, Dow, equal weight. Those are the ones doing good. NASDAQ, Russell, a little struggle. Long-term monthly. A panel? I don't know what that is. That's on the low. Bam, 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 bam. Fucking Kimberly, dude. And then Intel down, Meta down. Bam, 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 bam. Well, I think Kimberly's still above. I want to say 5. It's at 4.5 maybe now. 4.69. And then again, it's the divvy run up too, which kind of sucks. Yeah, IRM had earnings. And then it's part of these REITs. So I don't know. I think people missed it when we talked about it, but literally the REITs are part of this. It's part of the run at Hot Trade. And then, dude, I don't know. UNH, Humana was already clapped, but UNH and some of the healthcare is catching a bid. I mean, SPY stopped moving last like 10, 15 minutes. Natural gas numbers came out. Netflix dying. I'm surprised people haven't asked me to buy it today. That's what you guys don't remember that January? I feel like they're like, should I buy Netflix? Should I buy Netflix? So I think the drama is related to the whole purchase there of what's it called? Paramount. But yeah, I mean, it gave up all of 2025. Remember, that was a leader in 2025, technically. A big leader.
Big leader. Oh my. Look at that.
Pep G. Google on the high now, too. High. And then GLW, check Honeywell. That one's still been fucking climbing. Kimberly. Adding bro or bros? I know bro had earnings. I don't know what bro is. Brown and Brown. Oh, wait, no, isn't that real estate? Or am I tripping? But I know bros. But both of them, I guess, even off top, I don't know enough about bro. I think I do, though. I have something in the back of my mind telling me I do. But bros, I've never been to the coffee shop. I do know the song Vossi Bop, though. I don't know if you're familiar. Eli Lilly, again, healthcare names are coming up. XBI is in the red. XLP, MO leveled out, and Phillip. Where's Wally World keeps killing it, but then McDonald's came up a little bit. It's actually up 1 now. Maybe we'll work it out. I don't even like Kimberly Clark anymore, bro. Fuck you. This is... Why is you guys even say GIS? Are they still up? All these value names, bro. KDP was yesterday. Yeah, KDP still up, though. Not doing too bad. I mean, TAP is going to go to 54, which is insane. I think is Google and Nvidia, you're only mag 7. Nvidia is a little bit slipping. But again, I see more biotechs. Oh, I think no, is it Baxter? Yeah, Baxter's the one that did bad. They're medical devices. Again, UNG's moving. Silver, gold. Actually, gold came back up. And then SPY's coming down. Bitcoin back to around open. They aren't taking the Paramount debt. I think just a lot of cash, and then also either both like regulatory stuff and then just dealing with the whole process. Not to mention too, I mean, will you call Netflix software? Or maybe people are worried about the video editing. And then in general too, though, it's not like Netflix was a cheap stock to begin with. Dude, that's what it was. Sea Dance. I wanted to show you guys that. The beer and diapers, bro. Let's see. All right, SPY going lower. Again, low ticker's picking up. You're doing the rotation, but more so healthcare this time around. And then you got Walmart and fucking Kimberly going up. How can I... Wait, can I download C-Dance? Maybe I'll have C-Dance make my video. So yeah, have you guys not seen this? Oh, where's the Kanye one? So this is where, like, I don't know, it could affect Adobe and some of these others, but this is part of it, man. You remember we were tripping out on Google Veo the other day in the video gaming, but like, this is AI. So AI has made these clips.
You killed Jeffrey Epstein, you animal! He was a good man!
This is AI. It's kind of insane. So these are all just AI. It's from ByteDance. It's China. This is China AI. Believe it or not. So this is C-Dance 2. I think it came out yesterday. Yesterday or 2 days ago. All of these are AI clips. Kind of nuts. But then again, I don't know how easy it is to use, how they went through it. The clips are long. I saw one that was like 3 minutes long. Because like this one's even like 2 minutes. That's the crazy part. If you could do them long. Yeah, I need to see if I could. Maybe that could do my video. Yeah, there's one of Kanye singing Chinese. I have to show you. You guys have to see this. It was on it, dude. It went viral in China. People love. I mean, I think it's awesome, bro. It had a good story. It felt like a novella of just like a Chinese novella, bro. Look at this. You see this? And it had the. Look at this. And then ready? Kim pop up. Look at. Takes the Grammy. Oh, come on. I have no idea what's being said. Kind of like the Super Bowl. Yeah, bro. So there you go. All right, well, SPY's into the low. I'm sorry for showing you Chinese content. IGV is the software ETF. He said that rides. I have no idea what they're saying. I don't know. I want to download C-Dance, but I don't know how I feel. How do you get C-Dance? All right, you're dumping a little. You're rotating, though. So just like every other day, I mean, it's a little smaller now. The earlier moves that you flipped off of were bigger. You filled the gap. You're coming into the low of yesterday morning, which was the low of the day. And then SPY went red. Equal weight still has a little bit of steam. And then Dow Jones up by 0.1. Let's see the breakdown. You had 370 green earlier. You have 290 in the green now. So about 70 names flipped on the SPY. Dow Jones 21 green. So you have 5 more names go green on the Dow while this dumped. And then NASDAQ 45 in the green, 55 in the red. So that flipped 10 names. That's a very popular Chinese song. Oh, no way. I didn't know that. PM, Phillip. Dude, all of them are just ripping, bro. Trump on Truth. I'm pleased to announce the nomination of Katie Lane to serve as judge on the United States District Court of Montana. I don't know who she is. SPY, yeah, it's really started to drop there. Let me see where the software names, like where's Fastly and some of the ones from the morning, they're chilling. So again, it's still kind of spread out, but I want to say this is like Microsoft and Apple and shit. Because they're all just still down. They're not like dipping. Amazon's dipping. And then maybe the chips, actually. Because like we said, NVIDIA just lost 0.5%. Dude, XLP. I know. Don't get me started. I'm just looking at Kimberly Clark with disgust. You want some Adobe? Like I said, just plan it out. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to. I don't think you're gonna do it on one purchase. There's gonna be like more headwinds, but there is good enough discounts where, you know, there's a lot of people enticed to it. I think actually too, software last week it was the biggest amount of retail buying I think in like 10 years or ever. There was a lot of buying on it. So, I mean, a lot of people went in already. That's kind of why I think it slowed down a little bit, amongst other things, but. Yeah, it's like eventually we're going to calm down from this AI stuff, but we still just don't know if it's stabilized. But that being said, if it's high quality, going to stick around, you just got to keep doing it. That's it. Alrighty. J&J, more healthcare. My goodness, dude. We've been fucking Walmart ramping up. And then SPY is dumping. It's not like you had any headline there. It's just literally the rotation once again. Even RSP. Yeah, it's still in the green a little bit. At least the equal way, but still pretty bad. Then gold and silver chilled out. Bitcoin dropped again, actually. I'm surprised Bitcoin didn't go down more, considering it tracked IGV, but yeah, that just flipped. And then Estee Lauder, I even sold those too early. I still have a couple more though. But yeah, Estee Lauder, that recovered that whole, almost all of the earnings, I want to say. Oh, you got $6 more. I mean, that was down 20. All right, man. Well, that last 10 minutes there of dumping, it's more. I think Amazon and NVIDIA were your real culprits. Some of the other China stuff. Actually, where's SanDisk and Micron? Yeah, those flipped too. Those are active in the morning. And then some of the ones like more earnings related, like the Fastleys, they held up. ICLR, the one that was dead there. Biotech didn't do much. Coca-Cola, Walmart, Philip Morris, MO, all of those are killing it. Again, J&J, and then you got the recent uptick there with UNH. Then fucking Staples, dude. Staples 52-week high just will not stop, especially now that you have Walmart. Even fucking Kimberly. I'm sorry. It's bullshit. A lot of bullshit, dude. I see. Maybe wait till equal weight fills the gap, and then maybe it'll stop. But you don't really have much in terms of events, or it's not like we're supposed to get anything. You did have the bad real estate data. That all that did was bid up bonds, and then it is Thursday, so this isn't too unusual. It's not unusual for the market to die on Thursday. Why is Kimberly keep melting up? I want it to die. Where is into it? That one's been chilled after yesterday. XLP still. Kimberly Clarkson, bro. Kimberly quality. So yeah, guys, I don't think you should buy it anymore. It's up 10%. I don't know how. This was not expected to happen. It was supposed to be a boring stock. I think that's what the video, I said, why I'm buying this boring stock. But I guess it's been pretty exciting here in a world of AI. To see long term, I want dividend earns. Oh my goodness. Oh, do they have it? Seed dot. I want to do the sea dance thing, but I don't want to fucking die. Oh, I think Sea Dance 2 is out, but you can't access it fully. It's a slow mover, they said. Dividend stocks don't move, they said. I know, bro. It's just stupid. It's just bullshit. Time for burner Huawei phones? That's insane. But that's what it says. It says to get it. It says go on the Chinese App Store. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. It's not unusual for Kimberly to melt away. Mayor Frey of Minneapolis on his way to New York City. Yeah, pizza. Well, I mean, shit. Pizza might have to get its time. Because it's only so long, but for fucking... You know, food got a little bit of a bid, but... Yeah, I don't know. I think it give it a little bit more on the developments of AI. For now, I think they get hurt by consumer shit, but... Eventually, these robo pizzas, you can't replace the pizza economy. That should be. You give it a little bit, you'll get a buyout rumor. Remember, even Domino's have been coming down. I think, didn't they sell? I think Domino's or Pizza Hut sold off a unit, actually, the other day. All right, bro. Kimberly Clarkson. Thanks, Kimberly. E-Trade or Tasty Trade? I'm using E-Trade. What do you mean a keto sell spread? Is that they got fucking keto options now? You're talking like carnivore diet or... Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the keto. I know the ghetto spread. Amen. Amen. Kraft got downgraded today, but they're still going up. Remember, they had the drama yesterday with their earnings. Yeah, KHC's trying to climb up. My goodness. To see me cry, the long term won't die. Kimberly. Ah! Walmart too. That one's been on fire too. I sold those options. I sold all of these options too early. I mean, some of them were already like the Walmarts are up 400% already, but this staple rally, bro, has been wild. I mean, we expected some of it, but this is getting very, very crazy at this point. Again, the market will shock you, I guess. It always goes more than you would expect. And sometimes sooner. But this is getting nuts. I guess there's just a lot of money to move around. Pepsi's even going 52-week high. Again, half of the high ticker. It's still like not as fast, but half of it's there. Half of it's just value names. Value and staples. Oh, they won't approve you to sell spreads. Why not? It all depends on how you answer the questions. But yeah, it should be, they should approve almost anybody. Unless, I don't know, somebody was just saying the other day that their broker listed them as a risky trader and closes their position, so. But yeah, I do think it's dependent on how you answer the questions on the options interview. But yeah, Schwab is a very great platform. Again, Thinkorswim. It goes a long way. And then SPY's still coming down. I mean, I think this will stop when the bonds chill out. or if the bonds go the other way, but literally even since the bad data, bonds have been catching a bid. Dollar hasn't been moving. Dollar's actually down today. This is just a rotation. That's a giant rotation. This is after rotating for the last several days, you know, several weeks with all this fear, but something about today is just a little bit bigger. I don't know if you guys see that. Just like that other time towards the end of January. You already had a nice gain. It chilled out for a little. This time you just did it quicker, but taking another couple of, 4% maybe in the last 48 hours, and then the market's not even bad. Like, I know you're coming down, but, like, take a look where you're at. So this is a clear rotation. I hope you guys could see it. You know, it's not like you're as bad as you were a couple days ago. Staples are a lot lower, but being able to hold up here, you are simply rotating into, some of these names have already ran a shit ton. But yeah, that's kind of the vibe that you're getting. Well, it is. I think you've only had one green Thursday this year. So yeah, that trend of Thursdays kind of makes sense. But I'm telling you, it was all fun and games when the staples are it, but it's actually a big rotation. This is kind of, you know, it's not like you have a day where anything's really going crazy. You don't even have as much fear as some of the other days. But yeah, you're getting a lot of money moving to different pockets of the market. So do not be deceived. The SPY's going down. Tech is still doing whatever. Then you got your software. But yeah, you have a lot of names that are just, you know, there's money moving around, and it's moving to the same set of winners that has already been leading this year. It's not unusual. It's a good song, bro. It's a good song. Index transports are down 4. Well, the transports are the leader this year, believe it or not. But yeah, they got clobbed. That could be Uber, but that was the thing. Up until today, transports were looking like the staples. They finally had their breakout, so they're actually one of the bigger leaders of the year. Bitcoin, I mean, I think it's software. I mean, software could be worse, but it's down 2 now. So I think Bitcoin's holding up surprisingly well. Because any of the days software has been down, it has followed. TJX now. Watch like the dollar generals and dollar trees. Those haven't moved today. But those start to pick up if you keep rotating. So if you keep rotating bigger on some of these, I think those are going to start going. Like rideshare tied to the software. Yeah, you had the bad lift. All right, there's Tap now. You know what kind of sucks, though, about Tap? I don't think it becomes a buyout candidate anymore. Because remember, when we were buying it 50% of fucking book value, I talked about it being a potential buyout candidate. But now this shit's it's up 20%. And now I think it's above book value or right at book value now. I checked yesterday. I was at 0.96. But yeah, some of these are kind of going crazy. And SPY's still lower again. There's like a second tier of what's it called? Of like staples. Again, Dollar General, Dollar Tree. Where's Target? Yeah, Target's even down. It did that on one of the other days. But yeah, like I'm saying, you still have some. I don't know if it's going to continue or not. It's been an hour and a half. We still have Euro close. So I don't know if you're going to do this for 7 hours, but you know, seemingly that's kind of the move there. It'll balance out. I'm sure staples will chill out for a little bit, get a bid at one point, and then it'll start working its way in there. See me cry. The long-term high. Chipotle in the red. Nat Fastly still held, just hasn't moved. CMG, the slot ball recession. They did good, but I'm telling you, they're getting bad press. All right, SPY going a little lower. It's the same setup here. Even the VIX is starting to climb. VIX is actually barely in the green. So that last little thing set it off. But, I mean, comparatively, this is nothing compared to what you've gone through last week. Like I'm telling you, it's just more rotationary, which sucks because that means you have a lot of room you could go, and then you get into panic. But for now, it's just kind of doing its thing. It's just slowly rotating. Is cat considered a staple? No, industrial. But that it's already up a fuck ton, and that's part of the run at hot theme. You could argue that led it, but yeah, it's an industrial, which it's kind of similar, but not really. But it's its own category, but they kind of operate the same. All right. But yeah, that was nice. So not a recommendation. Get some free shit. But I'm still going to yell at it. I can't believe it. It's not even a bad day. Again, now you're down 1% on the Nasdaq. Actually, Dow just flipped red, but that's tech. That's the craziest part about all this. The Dow has a lot of tech on there. Now you have 62 in the red, though. So another 10 names on the NASDAQ went red. Another 5 names went red on the SPY. And then Dow Jones, 13. Actually, you just had a couple more flip. But it's literally IBM, Cisco, Apple, Walt Disney, Amazon, Microsoft, Amex, JP Morgan, Salesforce, Chevron, NVIDIA, and then Nike. Those are the names red on the Dow. But again, I do think the tech ones are hitting you a little bit harder. Red Thursday for now. I mean, depends where you're shopping. You S&P, you index, you make a tech, it's a Red Thursday. You buy a diaper, you say, wow, Green Day, like the band. It's a green everywhere for stay. You want to go to Walmart? Look, sprouting financial market, farm market. Trump, in any event, will soon have a governor in Oklahoma who knows how to accurately write a press release to the state that I invited, not happily, almost all Democratic governors to the dinner at the White House. A wise guy knew this, but tried to get some cheap publicity by stating otherwise. That's what I'm saying. It's not as panicky. It sucks because some of these like red days, you've seen more drama when the staples go up. But this is containable. This one's not that bad, but the rotation is big. That's why it's like if it really dumps and goes, but I'm not worried. You remember what I told you guys? The reason, and maybe this is why things are going to keep kind of doing it. I don't know. Maybe this bottoms once the staples go down with everything. Not today. I'm just saying in general, all of this fear and everything we've been going with, because I'm saying that's the real risk of all of this, is that one of these days the staple is going to go down. Staples are going to go down with the market, and that's going to kind of be more risk off. But for now, you're just moving everything away. Let's go, baby. Get hyped up. It's good. Get a long term. The long term, bro. The long term rebuild has been a fun time. I hope you guys really did. It's funny where the grocery stores are fitting into all this, bro. Who else is there? Target. Then there's Dollar Tree and then DG. Centeno. What's up, baby? You got really sparked up, huh? Okay. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Horna. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I said get hyped. Being hyped up's not a bad thing. It's a good day. It's a very good day. See me cry. The long term won't die. All right. You inspired me, bro. I have an idea. You gave me an idea. Let's go, more members. Should I tell all of you or no? He hyped me up. I kind of want to tell you guys the play. There's a lagging one. It's not a staple though, but it's like a ghetto staple. But I'm kind of down with it. See me cry, the market's dying. I just don't want you guys to crowd it. That's the only problem. But then again, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like the staples are crowded and then they keep fucking running. So that's the bigger difference, I think. So I don't know. I kind of want to tell you guys the play when I think about it. Roach got me hyped up, man. Maybe I should give you that as a gift. You know, you guys could thank Roach. I'll tell you all. You guys are going to be at a delay. Yeah, these are already fucking crowded. So be careful. None of this is a recommendation. Sprouts. It's a ghetto staple. That's it. It's lagged. But I only say that because go look at Kroger. Kroger had the pop because of the CEO, but they were already doing the lag and the little staple run like a GIS and everything else. So yeah, get hyped. You got a good play idea. Again, everything's going down. I'm telling you what I'm looking at to go up. So yeah, good luck. Not a recommendation. You will lose money. But that's my gift for you today. You could thank Roach. I hope you don't get clapped off of it, because then that'll suck. So yeah, if you don't want to get clapped, just watch. It's your better one. I think I don't know about long term. I'm gonna make a shorter term play. I have more time though, a decent amount, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Not unusual to long term with anyone. Kimberly keeps going. I know! So that's why I'm trying to find the ghetto rotation now. There's only a couple laggers on there. Banks? It's down by one. I mean, again, the XLF is dumping again, too. Yeah, you guys could thank Roach, bro. He just dropped 10 memberships. He already came in saying he was hyped. I was more excited by him getting hyped. So I'm talking about, baby. So yeah, be wise. Don't be dumb. And good luck. But at least you see where to look. I mean, again, we were looking at the Kimberleys and all the other stuff earlier, but I hope you could get an idea of, I'm not panicking as much as it's just seeing where it is. But if it wasn't running already being crowded, I wouldn't probably have told you guys. That's why I'm shocked at how crowded all of these are. And it's been a month, 2 months of this, of staples just nonstop going. So yeah, we'll see. Not unusual for long term to melt away. Yeah, banks are down pretty bad. Even IGV though is down 3. So remember what we talked about? It can't go lower. If it goes lower than here, it's gonna turn into a nightmare. And now watch, if SPY catches a green, watch for all the staples to come down. So maybe I just told you about the ghetto rotation at the worst possible time. Because if it bounces, bro, the staples are going to come down. More likely than not. There's no news on Disney. The casino market needs a reality check. You sound like one of those guys. But, like, I hope you see how we're, like, dude, we just been buying staples. So do you see what I'm saying? Like, as the people and crazy tech gets a reality check, you've had the ability to buy good value. We've been buying diapers, tampons, beer. When was the last time you heard a mother say book value? You understand? Oh, so you know, I hope y'all could show love in that sense and realize, make good investments. MDT, popping a little bit and SPY going lower. Not unusual to long term with anyone. Trump covertly sent thousands of Starlink terminals into Iran last month, U.S. officials said.
Why would you tell them?
IRM had earnings. So IRM and then even CBRE, and there's a couple of other REITs that had earnings. Sarasur. The cockroach. Sarasir. Waymo begins deploying next-gen Ouija robots? How do you say that? All right, SPY's still going down. You had a little break there, I think, as some people rotated a little bit more. But like I'm saying, the rotation stops once we bounce. Other than that, you had a little breather, but they're all still fucking going. Some more than others, though. Is red as OJAI. I didn't do it. The glove don't fit. Like that OJAI or like OJI. Ojai. How ahead of the curve I am? Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it, but you got to make money off of it. Especially even for the long term, though, too. Like, fuck the trades. You could get cool trades and all, but at the same time, it's like the big thing I need is like I want to make sure, like, this is what I was yelling at people for last year. I want people to take advantage of it while it's in front of them, because then you see what happens. Shit like this goes down, you know, and it changes the landscape. So, I mean, it's I do it for the love of the game, brother. And that's why I want people to actually use it and like build a real long term. A lot of Gillette. I like PG, bro. That PG was the one. We could have bought PG at 130. That was what I got the day I got Kimberly. You guys thought I bought PG. All right, well, sorry, I can't take Kimberly Clarkson off the screen, bro. Kroger's going up too, so that's the one. That's the better performing Sprouts, essentially. I'm surprised Bitcoin's not dying, but it's starting to crack a little bit. Be careful, dude. This is even though the SPY is higher, you're getting the rotation again. Going back to the whole software bounce and all of the metrics of it, dude. This is the part that kind of sucks. Because it's like if software breaks below and hits another new low, this shit isn't done. And then that's where that could trigger the Bitcoin and everything else. But if it stays here, we're still in the game, believe it or not. Because it can still bounce, and if it bounces after kind of retesting it, that's going to be a little bit more stabilization rather than new low. But if it hits a new low, then that's it. I like emerging markets, but we positioned a little earlier. So I like it like China, essentially. I mean, we've been talking about Korea, and that's the global bubble, and we brought up like the EWZ and all that. But for the long term, I've only done China when it was dirt cheap. You know, kind of like what we did with the value stocks. You know, I like a good deal. You know, China wasn't really my favorite a couple years ago, but we were talking about it yesterday. It was 30 cents on the dollar when we bought it. So that's kind of how some of these staples felt. Did IBM have earnings? I don't know. Not too sure. Oh, yeah, I'd watch IGV, see if that dies or not. That's the one. Because that's going to fuck with people's sentiment a little bit. Because then again, all the dip buyers, all the people who wanted to see that bounce, if it goes lower, that's really not a good sign. Trump praises Bondi testimony. Is he talking? Or are you just truthing away? It's not unusual. Live Senate immigration officials. The Dow is at 50,000. That's, dude, honestly, that's what I say. Like, my girl got mad at me yesterday. She's like, she kept asking me all these questions, and I was like, why are you even saying this? The Dow's at 50,000. It's like, you really have time to talk? I'm like, the Dow's at 50,000, lady. You want to talk? You want to complain about anything else? The Dow's at 50,000. So yeah, I mean, she has a point. The Dow is, that's retirements are getting higher. So yeah, bro, I feel. And fucking Kimberly. All right, bro. Low ticker is almost fully maxed out, my friends. Hot dog. It's not unusual. I don't know. I kind of want to overlay Bitcoin with it. All I care about is what's the price? So yeah, 79.37. You have $1. $1 on IGV. I think even the algos will trip out, to be honest with you. But yeah, $1 on IGV is the sweet spot. But that's not like a bad sweet spot. Fuck you, Kimberly! Just get in the hole. Just go down. I don't get this, bro. I get it, but I don't want it. But I'm happy Tap is up, so I guess. But fuck, man. Now I really feel, I didn't feel the dollar weakness until that last deposit, and that's it. I was like, I'll wait for Kimberly. This could also be part of the X dividends too. That's the sad part, because now it's ran enough where it's gonna drop the dividend amount. Silver dump again. Bitcoin's starting to go too. Oh yeah, silver and gold are fucking plummeting. All right. See, that's not good. Silver is actually way bigger candles. Is somebody blowing up? I don't think they are. Mm-hmm. It's no good. But yeah, that's kind of a panic candle in gold and silver. Is it too late to add Kimberly? Oh, man. It's up to you, man. Why didn't you believe when it was 10% lower, man? We needed you, man. You didn't see the vision? It's too late to buy the dip. It's too late. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't like it when people buy the stocks I'm up on. Not because like it benefits me. That's the fucked up part if you think about it. You know, if I was trying to talk my book, but at the same time, you know, I don't think it's good for people. Usually, like, ask any of the Chads in here. If you buy my shit when I go down on it, you fucking love it. You revel in my losses, my temporary losses. You're like, fuck yeah, Josh, I love it. But then, if you buy any play that I'm up on, you're gonna be like, fuck you, Josh. Why the fuck did you want diapers? It just changes it's the reality, like the perception. It's so much different. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's the difference between you looking at me and like, this guy's a genius. Wow, he really hooked me up. Or you're like, fuck this dumbass scammer. I hate him. It really does that. It really, really does. So it's up to you. I don't like gold. Bro, gold and silver is getting mollywopped. What the fuck? All right, so see if it's... Honestly, wait till the staples come down then. Wait, I don't know, because if it's somebody really getting liquidated, I don't know, though. I don't have any other headline. Oil's even down. I don't know if they're afraid of hot CPI. Yeah, look, staples are starting to go down. Watch out for that. That'll be, if that's the case with, dude, gold and silver gold just took 2% after not moving at all. And then again, you got your IGVs and they're doing their thing. It's too late to buy the dip. You're too late. Oh, baby, it's crazy. Why'd they do this one? Yeah, bro, it's still dumping. The Tesla, the Dow's under 50,000. It's Friday the 13th tomorrow. Oh my goodness. You're too late. Alright. Yeah, it's still tripping. Alright, staples are still up though. I'd say panic if staples come down. Staples come down with the market, with gold dropping. Is essentially what you're looking for. Yeah, bro, those just went, everything just went vertical on that. Vertically down. It is, the yen was part of it. People were talking about that this morning, but it's just a mix of a lot of this stuff. It's the software, your geopolitics. I mean, the yen's not too bad, but yeah, that was some of it. All right, man. Even TLT catching a bid. You think it's panic? The dollar straight green. That's off of the gold move, but you're missing a couple of elements, to be honest. That's why I'm saying it's not. It's getting there. It's the temperature gauge is going up. Something we were chill. Like I was telling, I was like, it's not that panicky. Then the VIX started going, but something around here, bro. Now with gold and silver coming down, wait till, like, again, let TLT catch a bid. Let the dollar kind of outrun gold. And like I'm saying, though, the easiest metric is going to be the staples. We watched the staples on the way up, but I'm telling you, if you're going to get, like, someone really got fucked up, it's going to do that. Otherwise, this just is slow drama on a Thursday. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't freak out just yet. And then again, you got another, 70 cents now on the IGV. You're too late to apologize. Yeah, bro. Gold is still doing. I don't know where silver's at. You're too late. Yeah, these premiums are insane. Oh, you do have... When's Lunar New Year? Isn't that on the 18th? Because, you know, some people are going to sell out to get their shit. I guess that could make some sense. Alright, it's still doing it, bro. It's still early, bro. It's 18 minutes till Euro close. So you might get another 18 minutes of this shit. And then maybe people will chill out. Spot silver falls over 7%. VIX is now going up. You're too late. Yeah, I'm saying just wait till staples go down. You'll get a little bit more panic. Google is releasing a major upgrade to Gemini Deep Think today. Fuck you, Google. It's the last thing we need right now. Are you kidding me? You want to release an AI update today? But by expiration, yeah, I think it does. That's what I'm saying, too much. That's why if you kind of tell everybody the exact one or everybody focuses on it, it does fuck it up. But yeah, so see here. I'd watch gold and silver. Get ready if we get any sort of damn panic. That is all that's gonna matter here. I'm saying I gotta give it like 18 more minutes. Sprouts had bad earnings and then they had a little bit of drama. But again, I mean, I'm just using Kroger as the comparison. But notice we took another fucking what? 0.5% on the NASDAQ, and that one's actually still kind of climbing, but it's kind of choppy. Just wait. Watch the staples, dude. I know we watched it on the way up. It seems kind of counterintuitive, but you got the dollar, or if the dollar starts to like really, really rock it. But that gold panic move, a little bit of the bonds, it's all pretty odd here. But then it's picking up. Like I'm saying, it's like a slow grind down. You're at that low of HYG. Google is talking about releasing a model. So I don't know how, again, 70.39, 79.30. That's the price you want to see. Again, silver's down 7, gold down 3. Actually, gold fell below. It's at 4,900. ARE. Not even HYG's out. Where is it? Fucking Estee Lauder. All these other staples are still doing good for now. And then where's Bitcoin actually? You want to post to play? I just encourage you to make money on whatever you're playing right now. And then you could talk about it after. But you don't want to distract yourself. Like I'm saying, watch the gold and silver. I already made a little baby move, but I'm flipping them. I'm scared of it. I'm not. Have no fear, but I don't like how this is all playing out. That got quick, dude. I'm gonna just wait till staples and then crack the other ones. The Bitcoin are coming up there, but then I mean, most of the plays that have done good are plays to the upside. So like the downside plays haven't really hit, but like literally upside plays on everything else has been great. So again, I hope Sprout, now bonds are even going up a little bit more. Yeah, bro, TLT is now back to the quarter break even. Oh shit, TLT is at like a 1-year break even too. Well. Plays blue 42. Sit. Long term. You're too late to long term, Josh. I can't believe fucking Kimberly. Stop it, dude. Oh. Yeah, bro. I guess that's the thing, bro. Like, I honestly think Kimberly Clark is more annoying than anybody I've ever dealt with on YouTube. You guys understand? Nothing is more annoying than getting your deposit and then it just runs. Like, especially in an environment like this. This is terrible. Why are you doing this? Man, this is bullshit. Coinbase said Bitcoin stabilizing after jobs report. It's good for you guys. Good for you guys. All right, so watch out for leg numbers. SPY is still kind of weak. I mean, I'm watching gold, silver, and staples. The title seems sarcastic. It does now. It does now. Kimberly daily gap fill is 115 to 116. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Stop it! No! No! Just go down first and then do it. Gosh, man. Fuck you mean 115? This shit, you get 99, 97 for 3 fucking months. 3 fucking months. They're like, Josh, you pumped the stock. It went down for 2 weeks. 2 weeks even after we got it. Nobody even fucking watched the video. It just stayed there. You want to do nothing. Nobody gave a fuck about diapers. Oh, and now you want to fucking rip 10% in 3 days? It's bullshit. I don't want to hear no 115 gap fill. Okay, there's gold again. Gold and silver. Oh, man. How much did I make on that one? I'm gonna fucking... I hate it, but I love it. But I hate it. Too late to apologize. It's doing it again. All right. They're filling me very good though, despite the spread. I took a cheapie, but I'm not too crazy about this one, just in case. Like I like small. I put way more into staples than not. So these ones are just chilling. That's good. I'm hoping that if I buy a cheap one, I flipped the other one quick, but I'm hoping that it'll bounce because I did it. You know, calm us down a little bit. But then, yeah, I'm sorry. Kimberly keeps distracting me. Staples are the answer to all of your problems on both sides. Both sides, both ways. No, on gold. It's already down 4. Just in case, just like those days from last week, just in case it does one of those fucking crazy sell-offs. But gold was the first one to panic. Believe it or not. Nothing else was that. These 2 candles, I don't know if you remember that even the beginning of the year. These 2 candles are what tweaked me out. That's what I'm saying, though. Dollar went up off of that, but now we got to just see. Again, IGV stabilized a little bit, but the next candle on that one, it's done. But I'm talking really, really small risk on those. Just in case it does one of those just crazier extended moves you don't expect. Because it's 9 a.m. It's 8:30, not even. It's actually about to be Euro close in 2 minutes. IWM was up too. Nasdaq's 175, SPY's fine. I mean, at 1%, but then Dow 0.8. But yeah, it's kind of nutty. Yeah, Kenview and Kimberly are going to move in tandem. They're pretty much the same thing now. Yeah, I should have kept those other ones though. It's too much, too risk, bro, too risk. UNH gave up the pop. SPY. I think Bitcoin, but watch IGV again. That's your. There's a couple of things. Staples, IGV. You got a lot of signals to watch. Bonds chilled out, but yeah, this something happened here. I don't know if it's like I'm saying until it's like a real panic, but it's still escalating and it's doing this relatively quickly. It's bringing down the VWAP, all of it. Too late to long-term jazz. Yeah, too late. PTC, Google, Gemini encroaches on turf. So that could be the other one, bro. If you're about to get a Gemini update today, think it might happen later in the day, but yeah, PTC's reacting to that. They were already down, but that flushed even more. Low ticker's still picking up. A couple of healthcare names are doing. Actually, Eli Lilly, NVO are inversed. Yeah, and UNH still in the green barely, which is pretty good considering today. So there you go. So gold with a little bounce in silver. Dollar still elevated. Again, bonds chilled out though, so maybe this will be the last one. And then I threw my other one there. Trump set to fire Slater before she resigned. And then NVIDIA took one. NVIDIA's actually not that bad. Did Google even go up on the Gemini thing? Actually, where's HY Jizzle? So that's doing better than IGV. 79 on the IGV, big homie. Habibi, you see this one? You see this one? Yeah, that's the one. So 79 bucks, dude. So you have 60 cents. And then you're back to the low from the peak, which means that like 20-30%, the biggest percentile drop, you name it, that's back in play. And then staples are still going up without a care in the world. Tap calmed down a little bit. PG's kind of rocketing. Walmart. Sprouts went up a little bit. Aaron Kroger, but they're tiny. Some more than others, though. This is like Microsoft, Oracle, and all that. Adobe, remember, Adobe wouldn't bounce. Who's the other one? Palantir. And then there's Intuit. Palantir's the one getting knocked. Intuit already died from the other day. So some of them are 1%. Some of them are 6%. Ethereum below 1900. Where's Biddy? Is Bitcoin lower than yesterday? No, it's back to yesterday's low. Bitcoin has many gaps to fill, up or down. And Kimberly has 115. I know. Stop it. So there you go. I told you my put effect. I was hoping. That's why I kept them small. I want to say they're going to go up, too. Yeah, they're still the same price, sadly. But then again, the spread. Okay, they pulled the bid. I just saved the world. Again, more staples. Kroger. MO now is doing it too. Yalla habibi. It is, man. No, it's just this continuation. There was a little bit of a gold freak out, which popped up the dollar and bonds got a bid, but I think if we're going to get real panic, it's going to have staples come with it. Otherwise, the other main thing we were talking about is IGV. 79.30 on IGV was the previous low. And if you break through that low, that means that we're not fully stabilized, when at least as an index level and how it's played out historically. So I think that's kind of the drama here, but it's not like you had any development. Bitcoin started coming down, but like literally gold and silver took it on the head a little harder. So yeah, but other than that, no updates. Staples kept ripping, and that's what I'm saying. If like after a panic candle on gold, if staples dump with it, I think you'll get a real big sell-off. But other than that, I think it's just a really slow grind on IGV that's kind of getting people nervous. And then they said Google model. Google is going to come up with a update to deep think. So that could be another thing to attribute to this, but no real like news when it's said and done. All right, you're right. I need to go to the bathroom, and have no fear, you guys. Your latest long-term pickups, Tap, Kimberly quality. As you see, I've always told you it doesn't matter what happens in any environment, you could do well. So shout out to long-term, but please take a minute here to listen to this message from our sponsors. All of this content you've been provided today, it wouldn't be possible without the great people who sponsor us. So take a moment and use code SAVE10% at checkout. Thank you. I'll be right back. Put your moderate to severe volatility in check with long-term once-monthly savings and high-quality ownership. Before I started using long-term monthly, I was an absolute degenerate who couldn't sleep because they said don't hold overnight. Oh, I could sleep. My husband said he was investing for our future, but he was just gambling at 8 in the morning. But now, thanks to long-term monthly, we're about to buy our second home. Before taking long-term monthly, I used to get really bothered by the politics on the television and YouTube. Now, I don't care who's president. I know I'm still going to make a profit and have a financial future. Long-term can lower your ability to blow up your account. Before treatment, watch trading fraternity and stock market live videos. Serious faith, hope, and love might occur. For patients above 20, discipline and goals are a common side effect. Nausea, upset stomach, and diarrhea may occur if you are trading in your long-term account. Consult your broker and ask them why they are charging you above the Fed's funds rate to hold your money. Long-term monthly is not a one-time treatment and will have to be kept up for several years. Long-term monthly. Pay yourself first. Put your moderate to severe volatility in check with long-term once-monthly savings and high-quality ownership. Before I started using long-term monthly, I was an absolute degenerate who couldn't sleep because they said don't hold overnight. Oh, I could sleep. My husband said he was investing for our future, but he was just gambling at 8 in the morning. But now, thanks to long-term monthly, we're about to buy our second home. Before taking long-term monthly, I used to get really bothered by the politics on the television and YouTube. Now, I don't care who's president. I know I'm still going to make a profit and have a financial future. Long-term can lower your ability to blow up your account. Before treatment, watch trading fraternity and stock market live videos. Serious faith, hope, and love might occur. For patients above 20, discipline and goals are a common side effect. Nausea, upset stomach, and diarrhea may occur if you are trading in your long-term account. Consult your broker and ask them why they are charging you above the Fed's funds rate to hold your money. Long-term monthly is not a one-time treatment and will have to be kept up for several years. Long-term monthly. Pay yourself first. Put your moderate to severe volatility. I like this on loop better than Bloomberg, so. But yeah, thank you guys. For real though, check out our sponsors, you guys. Got some good content for you. And thank God. Thanks for long-term monthly, man. I use it myself. I've been using it for almost 20 years now. No adverse effects. Just help me. I have my own testimonial. I can't wait to drop it. But yeah. Is Google? I saw that on the high ticker before I left. And yeah, now Google's waking up. They're like, deep mind. Deep think, deep mind, deep red. I don't know, though, man. You need to save it, Google. But yeah, Google is reacting, finally. You had like a minute or two on that. Bap, 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 bap. I know this whole time skew has been surging up. Long-term monthly can lower your ability to blow up your account. It's true. So yeah, Google's reacting to it. That might give you some relief. What is it? Sprouts is on the high, but where's XLP? Yeah, XLK. Now this is where you're fucked, dude. Google better keep going. So look, you got to pull back in Staples. See what happens now, because if we hit a new low and Staples give up half of this, but I want to see a bigger dump if it's going to get real panicky, bro. Bam, 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 bam. Long-term monthly. Pay yourself first. $354. Let's check. Oh, Cisco. No, that's not software. CRM. Remember CRM? Didn't they drop 30% last year too? Almost. Oracle. Why is Oracle kind of look up? Am I tripping? Yeah, Oracle's still off the bottom. So that's helping you out a little bit. Gains maxing sun. Google's still going, so Google Deep Think update. I mean, again, it's held up pretty good, even considering earnings and all that. So you're going to see the reaction. If it depends, if we price it all in now, it's going to be a little different, but you essentially, you know, if they come out with this update and then it scares people, if we already sold off today, it'll be a little bit short-lived. But then other than that, it just kind of depends if it causes another thing. Remember, we're still sensitive to all these little updates. And then Fastly's going, so that's good. At least see if any of those other bigger gains and cloud names go up. Do. Google. Yeah, it's still going. But yeah, I think people are gonna... I mean, last time it did do good, people went crazy off of it. And then if Friday has any bounce element... Well, you guys had the jump on it if you took it. Actually, the premiums aren't even high on that, believe it or not. You just need another Google crazy reaction. But again, if everyone's afraid of everything else, it's at least better because it's holding up. That's the only one that's green probably right now. You had NVIDIA early on, but... that was it. Do. And then see, it's holding up. Staples are coming down. SPY's chilling a little bit here at the low, so it's not too bad. Could be worse, my friend. Could be worse. Googly again. Let me see. Alphabet quickly rises. Do you know what time it's going to come out? I think that's going to be the key. But yeah, that's what it literally... That headline came out here. It chilled around, and then it just started getting... It kind of correlates with the bounce. And then what time did Staples? 34? Staples actually went down right after the bigger candle. Yeah, see what time that comes out. But yeah, that one's still going. You're kind of running a little bit. All right, now those premiums are up. They were lagging for a second. But now I think everyone's putting their final hope into that. And Fastly going up. So yeah, I know it's up to you if you guys want to take. You had a little window there, but like I'm saying, I just keep it on watch if it's gonna fucking save everybody or not, or they might use that as the only tech safe haven. So I'm not saying play it, but because again, you had a great opportunity there, but now they're really going. It's like starting to jack up. Yeah, bro, the lag, they were just at 20%. Now they're at 120. Those little fuckers. Do. Googly woogly. Oh, yeah, REITs are part of the, I don't want to call them a staple, but run it hot, maybe industrial. But yeah, REIT, damn, O's at a 52-week high. And then IRM, so watch the SPY if it comes back down. Watch the staples, now even watch Google where that's going to fit into all of this. Update will be available as of February 12th on Google's official blog post. AI Ultra subscribers can access it. No specific hour. Select Deep Think with Gemini 3 chosen as the model dropdown. So yeah, we'll see then. Yeah, thank you for that. Actually, where's IGV's doing the drop again. That's crazy though, even then too. Actually, I don't think Google's in IGV. And then Bitcoin, gold and silver, they're still at that first, like the bottom of the panic zone. Yeah, Google's not in IGV. Apple's even coming to, Apple's down 3. Remember, Apple hasn't even been paying for any of these. And you have banks down again too, though. Keep that in mind. Remember, earlier this week, you had the Schwabs and all that. Those guys are all still dumping as well. Kroger's still going. Sprouts is, I guess they're both 2.5. Fucking Kimberly. LVO, Illumina. UNH is doing the little candles again. I have no idea what it is. I forgot about Crowd. So yeah, watch out for those. Oh, it's coming up. Google mode updated to solve modern science and research challenges. Yo, go look at biotechs. That's what it's going to be about. I think is that why Illumina went down? Yeah, start going through biotechs then. Someone's going to get, I don't know who's on the low ticker getting clapped the most, but that's the update. LVO and Walmart partnerships tied to Walmart Plus. 1 billion in Venezuelan oil. Yeah, so literally Google mode updated to solve modern science research challenges. I don't know who's going to get the most affected, but yeah, you're starting to get clapped again on the low ticker. Oh shit. I typed it in here. Find the loser. What's the other one? What's the reverse of Labu? LABD. They're not moving yet. I think there's gonna be an individual clapper on that one. You just gotta find it. That's weird though, because that's all long duration. Netanyahu says Trump may reach good deal with Iran. So market might like that. I don't know where oil's at. Is that why UNH? I don't know. O is still going up. All right, SPY's still near the low. Yeah, the premiums on gold are held. They're widening the spreads, but it's kind of holding. God, these are all terrible. Yeah, dude, IGV 7980. SLV now dropping again. So see where gold's at. SLV's taking it harder than gold. So gold held up. Silver's the one dropping. Baxter already had bad earnings. So I don't know if that's the one. Unfortunately. I think LABD, it kind of moved a little bit, but essentially, nobody's moved yet, but you might be early on it. So like I'm saying, it's deep mind. It's related to research and modern, what did he say? You got Netanyahu comments. Said, updated to solve modern science and research challenges. Yeah, there's a couple of little biotechs dumping. Spot silver down 10. So yeah, silver's taking it more than gold. See if they go behind. Eli Lilly's going up. And then Bitcoin and IGV still near the low. IGV is slowly going. I don't like the 79. And then Eli Lilly's going up on that, though, surprisingly. And then UNH, I don't know if they're benefiting off of this or not. Because that started popping around the time we got that update. So, yeah, you're getting both moving in a very odd way. And then Apple and the tech is still going down. I haven't looked at Meta. And then NVIDIA is actually chilling out. So you do have, I think it's part of this software stuff, and it's a little bit broadened out in terms of what's selling. Again, staples are chilling out a little bit, which is not good. NASDAQ has 80 in the red now, so you had 40 more names go red. Dow has more leaders to the downside, 18 on the red. And then SPY, 318. So you probably had another 50 names flip. Excellion, Eli Lilly keeps going. And now staples are catching a bid. I don't know, maybe the biotechs benefit? Because it seems like healthcare and a couple of biotechs took green candles off of the, what's it called? Off of that update. Amazon AWS is very bullish on demand. Thanks, Jossie. And then Yahoo says he remains skeptical. Yeah, they tend to inverse. That's what I was saying. When you have a time where, if we, just like you saw gold kind of panic, you know, most people think gold goes up. But if you watch them go in tandem, that's not a good sign. Same thing with staples, is that you'll really know we're getting a risk on or risk off once, you know, if people start selling what they're rotating and then go into that other stuff, then it starts to play out a little different. But yeah, SPY's still near the low. I mean, you got Google and NVIDIA aren't necessarily hitting lows. Same with Meta, but then like Apple's dumping. And then you just have a whole host of names on the low. Low ticker is almost fully maxed out. XLF is down. NASDAQ 1.6. I think it was worse earlier. Russell's down too, so we've seen worse. But then a lot of the other like risk-off factors chilled out, like the dollar, bonds. And then sadly, I just think it's IGV right near the low mixed in with all these other names on the low ticker, which, again, a lot of them are financial. Those just keep plowing. And then there's Bitcoin now about to break through the low again as well. What the fuck is this? 3M? Hi. So 3M is rocketing up. That one's kind of random. I don't think there's any news on it. Bam, 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 bam. You... Defensive rotation. Yeah, and the DOJ guy's leaving. That's the Gail Slater. LYV moved off of that. I'm trying to see more on the Google biotech shit. I can't find it again. That one's going to be weird. But that's kind of a baby development. We'll see what we get out of Google tonight. But like I'm saying, some of these biotechs are moving. But not enough. It's not moving like you did with the software bank stuff that you had the other day. All right, now. So SPY's near the low. Again, a couple things are starting to chill out. AKA bonds and dollar. But now staples are coming down with it, Habibi. Hot dog. He didn't miss much. It was the same thing, but we had like a little panic move. Google did announce that they're coming out with a deep mind update or a deep think update, whatever you want to call it. But then that kind of helped it. But then silver, software, Bitcoin, they all started selling off there. And then meanwhile, everybody kept rotating to the staples and defensives. Ionis. Yeah, some of them did come down. So keep eyes on these. If you could find one, you could post it. If you find a good one that's affected the research in modern science. But that was the update. And then, but again, considering the other ones, they didn't, it didn't move like some of the other updates we've seen recently. Again, the video wasn't too bad. The video held up from the lows. Yeah, that's climbing. Again, it was Apple, which was really drilling, and then Microsoft for a little bit. CRISPR, but I don't know. Maybe they benefit off of it. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of confusing. You might have to wait, but if you could find one and you're willing to take the risk, and it hits, you should be early to one of those. But yeah, it's really hard to say. SPY's still dancing around. IGV, it's fighting that 79, bro. Habibi. Yeah, you will get the bond auction. Yesterday's bond auction was bad, the 10-year. So we will find out. B-die, the science guy. Okay. Is Bitcoin lower than yesterday? It is. Wow. It held up pretty strong, though. Because remember, silver and gold were already down a decent amount in the morning. But you got like another $1 or $2 to the low. It's the same thing like IGV, though. Now UNH is going up. That's what I'm saying. That Google Deep thing, whatever, that started going up. Eli Lilly gets clearance for VentX acquisition. So yeah, that's the, I don't know. And then Humana's running up now too. Eli Lilly was already front running. I couldn't tell if that was part of the other stuff. But yeah, that's moving. Bill Nye, the long-term guy. Okay. Netanyahu. It's shaking out the speculators. Nah, I would believe it if we didn't have the other shit at the lows. So if like IGV wasn't retesting the previous low on all that other stuff, and even like Bitcoin. But yeah, I think you got a little panicky there, or would have done it more gradually. You know what I'm saying? Those two we did it a couple weeks ago on that first silver day or one of those days. When you have those, like, you know, you could even see how it stands out. That candle is not normal. But the only bearish thing, actually, in the, like, short-term future for gold and silver is China. The lunar holiday. Motherfuckers are going to sell their gold to hand out money in red envelopes. So, that's in 8 days, 6 days now. But, yeah, with other things, we'll have to see. But no panic until Staple make a panic. You know, till Kimberly want to give us good price. But no. Yeah, so UNH, that's an interesting one. That one's still going. Google chilled out. Who's the other one? IGV, IBIT. Gold. So you see the dollar still holding up. How yields have came down. Well, it's kind of the fear. That was what we know the other day with the software. It blew my mind. That one day where we're like, holy shit, they bought TLT for some risk off. So everyone likes to talk shit on the bonds, but if it has one of those, we really get some risk off, it seems like they're gonna be attracted to it to a certain degree. Bill Nye, the long-term guy. Who's Habibi? You don't know Habibi? That's crazy. How do you not know Habibi? I feel like Habibi's mainstream now. Remember Dead Cat Band? We did have a crazy rally from Friday to Tuesday. And then it slowed down a little bit in the middle. And then now we're here, but it seemed like you were getting a software stabilization, but now, and then SPY staying pinned. I don't know if you guys noticed. So, yeah, that's why I'm saying if IGV goes below that level, it's really not a good sign. Because then that just means none of this shit's over. And then I guess it doesn't help that you have the other one. L'Oreal sales came out. Check Estee Lauder. They might tweak off of that. Yeah, Estee Lauder's going down off of it. They missed 32.7. Yeah, they slightly missed on every metric. Estee Lauder's dropping because that's going to take down the staples. Remember, Estee Lauder is a consumer staple. The deep out the monies. I forgot. I had some of the free ones from the other day. Bill Nye, the long-term guy. No, don't film me. Oh, yeah, I think that sucks because staples are going to get affected by that L'Oreal. But they have chilled out. Notice this pin here. So since like, what, 11:30? So literally the bounce and more of the Google stuff, you're not getting the rotation anymore. So from here on out, if they all start coming down, that's gonna be different than what you've experienced. But then again, it is operating a little different now. You're not dumping in the same way while people are just buying up everything else. So see, and then bonds are trying to go another new low on IGV. Yeah, Estee Lauder's responding to the L'Oreal earnings. So that's why it's kind of separate to everything going on, just news. Remember, Estee Lauder didn't have a good earnings, so that's how it went down like that. That's why I didn't think it'd be too dramatic. Dramatic. Bitcoin's trying to bottom out. Silver did. Gold just stayed pinned at that level, bro. Come on, gold. Where's Google? Seems like healthcare is the one that's kind of climbing, but the index is pinned. XLV or Eli Lilly's up on the high. Autodesk on the low. Why are they getting clapped a little bit more off of the Google thing, if you take note? Is that your big loser for now? Yeah, Autodesk looks like it took it more on the head than any of them. Didn't they have good earnings in UNH again? Gen Zers and millennials are swimming in student debt and may never own homes, but they are splurging on gut-healthy juices and rotisserie chickens. Fuck yeah. Proud of you guys. They should run off. That's what I have many thoughts on it. Yeah, bro, they 480'd all of the Autodesks. I don't know if you've noticed this. Bill Nye, the long-term guy. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to it. That seems like it got clapped the most off of the Google thing. So right as Google started launching, Autodesk just took it on the head. So I don't know how they tie into the research or whatever the update is. And that could be packaged software. I'm pretty sure they're on what's it called? The IGV. I don't know how big. AutoCAD collaborative and 3D Maxes. Rendering and visuals. Interesting. I think they might be tied to it. Because again, remember you had Google, the VO, the gaming shit. Excuse me. Let me see. Do they have earnings? No. Rotisserie chickens are kind of cheap. Speak for yourself, baller. Bill Nye, the long-term guy. All that investment money Trump worked out from like the other countries, I think. But it's all, everything kicks off 2026 for a lot of the stuff that announced last year. But I think those investments are going to take time. And I mean, it's probably going to show up through the ISM manufacturing. You know, that's where some people are tripping out with it and people going over the jobs report stuff. But think about it, even like the contracted workers and people building out data centers, like that shows up through the ISM. But yeah, I don't know how the tranches are worked out and when, but through 2026 is where it's supposed to begin. You're ready for the bleeding to stop? Try Kimberly-Clark. Diapers and tampons to stop any sort of bleeding. Oh, sorry. Well, literally, though, if the market was bleeding and you bought Kimberly-Clark, it would. See, Kimberly-Clark likes that sponsor post. Oh, man. Why, bro? Why? And 3M's still going up, dude? Bro, some of these names are already destroyed. AMT, that's part of the REITs. And then Googly kind of trying to climb back up. I'm sorry, Staples. Staples are holding, though, but it seems like this last, 30 minutes, we've kind of stabilized here at the low, but the low ticker just keeps going. Again, Autodesk, airlines are dropping now. The fuck? So, yeah, that's kind of new, too. Airlines are starting. They're moving like everything was moving an hour ago. Again, Autodesk is the one that got really hit hard off the Google shit. And that one's already low. It's already down 15, 20% already on the year and just keeps climbing down. Yeah, not all the... Again, you're holding 80, bro. So technically, you have not hit a new low on IGV. So it's still holding. BKSY locks in defense deal, 7-figure assured contract. Black Sky Technology, DaVita. So again, more of these healthcare biotech names have done better than not. Spy still just holding. Staples are going back and forth, but watch if it inverses here, which would make sense, like we talked about. FactSet, where's SPGI? Again, 3M, whatever that was, they benefit. 3M looks like Google from 30 minutes ago. Habibi, MLTX, Otis, Bill Nye, the long-term guy. Yeah, I think we've only had one Green Thursday to start off 2026. It was that one time we brought it up and we're like, oh my gosh, it closed green. And then after that, it never happened again. Like AWR. I like AWR. I have a AWK in my OG long term. I like water, but it's up a lot. I don't know if they've came down recently. So I like I think water is one of the best investments you could ever make. But it's kind of like waste management too. But yeah, they're not cheap. So I mean, if you really feel safe with it and you wanted to buy a little higher, I mean, by all means, but at that time you're going to be ignoring all of the software and maybe some of the other staples. But I personally, I mean, I guess I bought it technically at the high before, but it was still relatively lower. Again, AWK. This is the one I own, but I bought it around here, so it was high at the time. But that's when I was freaking out. That's when I bought my gold and silver and shit. So, yeah. I like the I love the industry. I have seen Conagra. They did good. Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Just wait till the end of the month for the volatility, too. For just everything in general. Remember, a lot of the moves for whether we get a positive or negative month, a lot of it might happen at the end. Low ticker is still picking up. Coin 52-week low. Staples got a bid. You're coming back down. And the bonds, it might not break though. You might just hit the low and dance around. But just again, you got some momentum coming to the downside now. Cosmetic companies are going down too. Estee Lauder kind of chilled out, but like Elf's on the low. Then you had the L'Oreal one. IGV's about to hit a low. Bitcoin's about to hit a low. I post my long term anywhere on the YouTube videos. So if you go to the YouTube video, you'll find it. I had it on Twitter, but then Twitter banned me for posting a Bitcoin theory about Epstein. So I deleted all my tweets in revolt. But all my YouTube videos on the trading fraternity, you could see exactly what I buy, and it has everything in there. Some great long-term pickups lately, bro. Bill Nye, the long-term guy. I had it on IG, but I got lazy. I had to make a video, type it out. I had to go pay a little fee to the lizard under the bridge, Mark Zuckerberg. But yeah, I had a couple. I think the last one was Intel or something like that. Intel or NVO. But if you want to see the whole portfolio, it's on the video. You can just go to the video and pause it. Oh, that's the dollar. I haven't updated it. Oh, that's the wrong video. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I think these are just informational videos. But, yeah, I'm buying this boring stock. Nobody wanted to watch it compared to the other ones. But, yeah, where is it? Oh, right there. So, yeah, just pause it and you'll see the rebuild. The best part is we got the rebuild. So, some of these were very new since the, we have an account we've had for several years. But then there's also the one where we turned it into a house, a farm. But then it's, a lot of them are new pickups, bro. Even if you started. You didn't get a notification for the new one? Oh, dude. You should. Well, the new one already helped you out. You got your ad in there, but again, how the ISM played out, even with the jobs report, that was one of those things we said to look at. Otis, bro, your little elevator. That one's going up. Bill Nye, the long-term guy. Otis links deal with Meta for elevators in the metaverse. That's a joke. What happened to the metaverse? My neighbor Snoop Dogg in the metaverse said, man, he don't even go to his crib anymore. You've been saving? Well, make sure you do it consistently. So, the whole idea with the long term is constant. Just constant saving, constant action. It's not like 20% cash is too much. Not 20% savings, but, so you're going to probably pick a couple of stocks, start with it, and then try, you don't want to just sit with your money not working. So the analogy I'd always give is like if you were driving in a car and your gas tank was on empty and you drove by a gas station, you pulled in because your car is about to run out of gas, and you'd be like, oh, I only have $5. I just won't get gas. I can't fill up the tank. You wouldn't do that. You need gas. So you would put whatever you can in. So that's the whole idea with the long-term and savings. You save and get your money working for you. That's kind of the whole idea there. So look over the videos, especially I didn't post that many last year. So you could kind of even see, go start at the Intel video because that's when we did the rebuild. We're bringing out the gas analogy. I know. I love that analogy. You know that? I love it. Think about it, bro. If you're about to run out of gas and you'd be like, oh, I can't fill up my tank. I guess I won't get gas. No, you put $1 in, $5, at 10, anything. But that's the same thing, savings and putting your money to work. You do whatever you can and get it working for you. Otherwise, Kimberly Clark is just going to rip. Fucking asshole. Yeah, bro, Fastly's still going up in all this, so people are finding their little rotation pockets. But you're at the low, and staples are a little weak. I mean, they have so much cushion, but yeah, man, you still got this little... It's slower than it was 30 minutes an hour ago now. Well, yeah, you're still kind of near these lows. SPY's about to crack. Low ticker's almost fully maxed out on every bar. Several different industries as well, too. Not even China names coming down. Even the coal names. So, yeah, you're down 169. You're down a little bit more. Russell's the big one, down 2.2. See what we're doing. 18 red, 12 green. That hasn't changed. Nazi, 81 in the red. One more name went red. SPY, 331, 171. So, yeah, more names on the SPY are starting to sell off. Is 200 every Monday for a normal person fine? I think that's really good. That's like $800 a month, no? That's a lot. So anything, I'm telling you, we've made multiple accounts to show this because motherfuckers don't believe me, dude. Especially over the years, and if you go on Reddit, dude, you'll be like, what do you mean I could save money in this technocrat economy? What are you talking about? The capitalist system is rigged against me. There's no such thing as future. We must revolt. Fight ICE. So that happens, but like the whole idea is that it doesn't. No, you got to start any amount. So we have an account that's $200 a month, never raised the deposit. The other account we started with $500 and then $200 a month, and then raised it up to $300, and that's $300 a month, not every Monday, a month. So you'll do very well with $800 a month. And then again, the other account is $3,000 a month. We started at $2K a month. But yeah, bro, I would do it. That's a good amount. But this is what $200 a month would look like, starting from $500 and never raising your deposit. So this is after like I think 4 or 5 years. This one has 2 years less time than the other ones. And this one started at the worst possible time, depending on how you look at it. So yeah, it's not, I mean, it may not be much to you, but again, depending on where you're starting, and then you've parlayed that into a nice crib or anything else, or at the very least, you never ever saved that much, you'd be surprised. And again, half of that account is gains. So, you know, $2,000 a year, it's pretty nice to walk away with that. Fastly, dude. I would say exceptional. It is, bro. That's a lot. Which reminds me, if you would like more information, you should check out our sponsors. It's kind of similar what I told you. I'm not a doctor nor a broker. And then for all of you too, just please take a second and show some support to our sponsors that provide you this content. Use code SAVE 10% at checkout. Thank you. Put your moderate to severe volatility in check with long-term once-monthly savings and high-quality ownership. Before I started using long-term monthly, I was an absolute degenerate who couldn't sleep because they said don't hold overnight. Oh, I could sleep. My husband said he was investing for our future, but he was just gambling at 8 in the morning. But now, thanks to long-term monthly, we're about to buy our second home. Before taking long-term monthly, I used to get really bothered by the politics on the television and YouTube. Now, I don't care who's president. I know I'm still going to make a profit and have a financial future. Long-term can lower your ability to blow up your account. Before treatment, watch trading fraternity and stock market live videos. Serious faith, hope, and love might occur. For patients above 20, discipline and goals are a common side effect. Nausea, upset stomach, and diarrhea may occur if you are trading in your long-term account. Consult your broker and ask them why they are charging you above the Fed's funds rate to hold your money. Long-term monthly is not a one-time treatment and will have to be kept up for several years. Long-term monthly. Pay yourself first. Put your moderate to severe volatility in check with long-term once-monthly savings and high-quality ownership. Before I started using long-term monthly, I was an absolute degenerate who couldn't sleep because they said don't hold overnight. Oh, I could sleep. My husband said he was investing for our future, but he was just gambling at 8 in the morning. But now, thanks to long-term monthly, we're about to buy our second home. Before taking long-term monthly, I used to get really bothered by the politics on the television and YouTube. Now, I don't care who's president. I know I'm still going to make a profit and have a financial future. Long-term can lower your ability to blow up your account. Before treatment, watch trading fraternity and stock market live videos. Serious faith, hope, and love might occur. For patients above 20, discipline and goals are a common side effect. Nausea, upset stomach, and diarrhea may occur if you are trading in your long-term account. Consult your broker and ask them why they are charging you above the Fed's funds rate to hold your money. Long-term monthly is not a one-time treatment and will have to be kept up for several years. Long-term monthly. Pay yourself first. It's beautiful, dude. So yeah, that's long-term monthly, man. Get it started. Let's get it started. Oh, speaking of awk. And then, dude, are you guys ready for this? So this came out part of the Google thing. They put out like a little, I don't know if, again, we're going to find out tonight. But they're saying that it's 20% better than Claude Opus, the one that just fucked everybody up. So yeah, we might still be going through this again. But we're going to see. I mean, you're already now at the deeper level of the freak out over the last 2 weeks after your little bounce. But yeah. Oh no, dude. Wait till you guys see this video I have for you. I have the trippiest video for you. It's going to freak some of you guys out. I have a video. I have the audio done. I don't know if I could put a video though. I'm trying to get editors to bring it to life, but oh yeah, wait till you see that one, bro. It's not funny though. That's the crazy, I'm a little cuckoo. So we made a funny video, but wait till you see this next one, dude. I'm scared to show it to you guys. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm scared. because I'm being dead ass serious, because I think it might make some people go crazy. And they're going to be like, oh my gosh, he has this AI. Oh my God. It's creepy. It's like creepy, fun. It's sci-fi. I don't know how to explain it other than that. I have a sci-fi video for you. Do you guys like sci-fi, or are you guys... I don't know. I feel like you have to either be a nerd or... You're like, damn it, Joshua, what's this sci-fi? Are you a Scientologist now? Is that what it is? But I think it's fun. I think it'll challenge you. It'll definitely, it'll challenge you a lot. There's some... It doesn't sound like me at all. That's the crazy part. You guys are... It's very deep. It's very, very deep. Bam, 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 bam. It's like Moore's Law for AI. It's kind of what's happening, bro. My goodness. Well, yeah, if you're taking a short, just focus on the play. That's what I told the other guy. He asked me if he could post his play, and I just said, you might just want to, into the thick of it, you should focus on the trade you're doing than typing it out. Might be better. Just friendly tip of advice. Use Sora. AI can't do... It's a 13-minute video. It's a book. It's the first fiction book I've ever written. Did you know? I write fiction now. I never done it before, but I got, after reading those C.S. Lewis's, I remember I was telling you I was reading some fiction. I don't remember the last time I wrote fiction or read fiction, but I wrote like a book, but then I made it an audio book. It's only a couple of pages, but yeah, but now I'm like, damn, a video would go hard, but like the damn AI can't make it. It's too long, and the AI is stupid still. Like, granted, all the software stocks are down like fucking 30%, but the AI is still kind of dumb. I mean, there's some parts of AI that are, useful and valuable, but there is it's still kind of stoop. The long-term monthly clip is on the latest video on the trading fraternity. Yeah, and then you gotta learn about the ISM. Please learn about the ISM. So you guys remember last year and the year before that, I was begging you to like look at the value names and the value names and the value names. And I was begging people. Isn't that crazy? I begged people to Kimberly Clarkson. It's sad. So the same thing with the macro data this year. I beg you to be versed in the real parts of the economy and what it relates to. Boop-a-doop-a-doot-doot. Fastly, dude. That one's insane now. That kept going. Took another 20% off the morning. INSEE? Is it Insight Biotech, or am I tripping? What is that? Pizza's on the low. ADM. Food plays are going down. And then travel. And then railroads? So yeah, it seems some of the staples and the weaker ones are coming down. So staples starting to drop. There you go, Kimberly, you dickhead. Sorry. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-boop. I'm surprised Net didn't get... Fastly got the good Passover effect, dude. But yeah, Spies, you're going back to where we kind of chilled out an hour ago. Just under that, 20 minutes shy. Sell America comes back. Oh, no. America's actually number 2, believe it or not. Emerging markets are ripping this year. But America's still kind of up there. But yeah, again, it's the dollar that's going to relate to it, though. Every time if the dollar weakens, you're going to talk about that. But then, as we've seen on some of these moments, we freak out. The dollar's going to catch a bid. What's this, man? So again, you got up to where you were at last like 40 minutes and then just red candle. IGV's getting more volume. I don't know what's driving it. Into maybe Oracle. Yeah, Oracle's starting to ramp a little bit. But now you got a bigger red. Check news a little bit. This could be nothing or it could develop. Like I said, some people are circulating the Google, how it compares to Opus. Yeah, I don't see anything yet. And then Staples still haven't caught a bid off of that. So eyes up. Eyes up. You have no other risk off, like indicator moving with that. Habibi. Equal weight new low. Oh, yeah. So I'm saying, it seems like the tech, this could be the Staples then. Essentially, if the Staples and all these other names chill out, and then you don't get like a strong bid on tech, that would make sense for this type of move. Yeah, because Oracle's up. I think Microsoft. And that's what I'm saying, Google. But then I think all those like travel names, some of the other ones, and Apple. Apple's just been down all day, bro. I remember Apple went up all day yesterday. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, low ticker is still very active. It's just now those tech names, except for Apple, they're a little bit weaker. So no news on this. Just movement, man. Yeah, transports had a really bad day. After hitting a high, they were leading the year in terms of industry. But then they got murked. Dude, oil's down 2-3. I mean, I guess, is that the silver lining? No, oil's still kind of expensive. Since October, dude, we're just long box. That's why, too, though, we'll see end of February or March. But that's exactly how last year played out. That September to February, March was kind of similar. Yeah, Apple 4% move is big. Again, low ticker, it's more 5-minute velocity. And now Staples are coming down. So now if Staples keep selling, Staples giving up a quarter, but like look at the low ticker, it's not all tech. Now insurance is coming down. Oh shit. Remember Chubbs is still up. State Street. So no, that didn't play out. Then banks are still selling off too. Banks, travel, airlines. So it's a little bit broadened out in terms of the sell. But like I'm saying, if you get a tech dump. But notice now bonds aren't catching a bid. Dollar's still elevated. Habibi, le keda. Do. Oracle break even on the day. And those water plays are going up. But low tickers or high tickers dry, dude. Still 1.5. Nasdaq's not as bad. Russell, SPY, and Dow are the ones giving up a little bit more. Again, you can see a GM just hitting its new lows of the day. So that's still green, but yeah, some of these other ones are just chilling out now. I think you're rotating back a little bit. But man, what a day, Chad. What a day. 9:30. Would you guys like to do push-ups? Can I interest you guys in push-ups? I think we were too caught up in the 8:30 move. That Euro close, bro. I know, a lot of fun. Fun for the whole family and Kimberly. So, Chad, you've been here for 3.5 hours. You should get your body moving, man. Stand up, chest to the sun, flex the core, tuck the hips in, adjust your sitting posture. Adjust your eyeballs. Relax your eyeballs. But yeah, man, make a move. Not like a stock move, but like a body move. It'll be good for you, man. We have 3.5 hours left to go. I don't know. Do you guys think you could handle a philo today, or is this too dramatic? I don't know how you guys want to do this, bro. It's crazy out here, man. Beep, 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 beep. Always a pleasure. Yeah, we'll move around, bro. May the Lord be with you. I'm doing a lunge right now, and then I'm gonna do the wall stretch. Maybe we'll listen to some propaganda today. I haven't played propaganda. I've just been playing the commercial on repeat. They're talking about bonds. Always a pleasure in the United States of America. Have Josh AI read it. Oh, you're talking about the book? No. I have it's the audio is done. I have a very high quality audio. I want to show you guys, but I think it's a better surprise. It's gonna tweak you out, bro. It's gonna tweak you out. But do you guys? I don't know. Are any of you like actually into sci-fi? I know the nerds are. I think the nerds are into sci-fi, but like I feel like there's a demographic of people who don't fuck with sci-fi at all. So that's why, and I think it might scare some of those people. Yeah, you're not into sci-fi. You didn't like The 100? You know The 100 sci-fi? You didn't watch Blade Runner? You like the genre, but you're not crazy over it. What am I like? You don't like bro, you don't like end of the world movies? Science fantasy? Is that what it means? I thought science fiction. It's like science fiction. Yeah, like dystopian stuff. Yeah, I don't like Star Wars either. Don't kill me. Fuck. I didn't know. I forgot. You can't say that out loud to people. They get hella sensitive. You know that? I've never seen Star Wars. I saw the one where he drive the whip. I watched that when they used to race those little things. Not end of the world. You don't like the end of the world movies? I love the end of the world movies. It's bad, bro. My dad just discovered that Netflix Obama movie. You know the one from a couple years ago? Where the Teslas crash into each other? He just saw that. He was telling me about it the other day. I was like, what, dude? You got a movie? No, like he just discovered it. I think he just got Netflix, bro. That's it. My mom don't fuck with Netflix at all. She said haram. I have to show her movies specifically. But he was I guess he was playing with Netflix. He said, wow, look. You watched that last week? Really? Yeah, Black Mirror. Dude, thank you. There you go. Yes. Black Mirror. That's exactly what it's like. I have a 13-minute Black Mirror episode. The only problem is I don't have visuals. But yes, if you like Black Mirror, then you'll like it. If you can fuck with Black Mirror, I think you'll like it. It's a weird one. It's like Black Mirror mixed with like OG C.S. Lewis and Napoleon Hill. I'd like The 100. I mean, a lot of people don't read like if you watch the show The 100, it told you all of the plays for AI. Y'all don't feel me. The 100 was about AI. And then it was about uranium. And then portable uranium to power the AI. That's all in The 100. Juan Hader told you. Bam, ba, bam, ba, bam, bam. You wish you could move around but have to drive all day? Find a way to, well, you don't have any time to stand up, or find a way to like move your face muscles around. And that's why I always say, just make sure while you're sitting there, at the very least, make sure your hips are in good position. Make sure you flex your core whenever you can. Chest to the sun. All those things will help if you're driving all day. Otherwise, it'll clap you even more. The 100's a good show. If you never, it's like corny in the beginning, but it's a good show. That's like sci-fi. I like Black Mirror. That's crazy. It gave you anxiety. It just sucks that some of them are gonna, like, Claudebot is the Black Mirror of the little Pikmin thing. That's the sad part. But yeah, some of it's a little too true. break your story into 4 or 5 chapters to feed into visual production, there is about 5 chapters of it. There's like 5 segments, 5 parts of it. But like, I'm not good at separating it. I want you to see this, bro. It's a trip. But that's what I'm saying. It's really like, if you're an audio person, I mean, you probably listen to me all day. We only have very minimal visuals, but I do think maybe I'll just put it out, and then if you like it enough, I think somebody will see. It's a trip, dude. It's a trip. I want to show you right now, but I can't ruin the surprise. Apple again? Habibi. So again, Staples have knocked off about a quarter still. But then Apple's still going down. I don't know where IGV is at. I got a boost from Oracle and Microsoft. CPI report can jolt stocks, JP Morgan warns. So that's the thing. Remember I was telling you guys, the jobs, I was expecting it to come in stronger. But the problem, all of these expectations are built off the ISM because it was a massive report. But then the, what's it called? The prices paid and the activity, the CPI might go up a little bit. I don't think it's going to be disastrous. Again, it's not going to be something that would worry me in the long run. I'm not going to turn into Jerome Powell and fuck up the global economy for it and then turn into the media and lie to everybody about it. That's not what I intended. But it would be, I think it might come in hotter than expected. So if everybody's already sensitive, but truly, I think it's this Google shit, dude. Like I'm saying, just within the last hour, we already dumped ahead of it and then it kind of chilled out. But if they're saying this Google thing is going to be even crazier than the Opus and all that other shit that just came out, I mean, again, Claudebot plus the Opus, that's what kind of got us here. And then we're going to get something crazier. I think that don't let the CPI conceal, one of the bigger things here, especially considering we saw it spread to banks and other, service providers this week that weren't necessarily software. Is that what I posted for the video? Yeah. That's what I'm looking for, bro. I had a couple people. But I don't know. They're all bots. They're like real people, but it's like, if you say I need a video editor, like there's people who just like scrape the shit, bro. And then they all just responded to me out of nowhere. And they're like, yeah, I do videos. I could do your video. One of the guys is, what's his name? Who is he? Was it I Show Speed or one of them? Not him directly, but like one of his editors. What is it? Yeah, I Show Speed. Or I guess he's a mod or an editor. I don't know what the fuck it is. Tomorrow might be the calmest day because of the holiday. Yeah, and I mean, somebody even argued, though, that some of these like moves are being caused by algos. That's the part. Some people are saying that this is all algo driven in the sense that that the algos don't they can't tell the difference between reliability and what's going to last or not. And that's what's kind of exasperating these moves. But yeah, they're usually slower before the holidays, but I just think you need to not have a weird freak out depending on what technological advancement comes out. Beep, 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 beep. I don't know. Is Disney dropping because of the sea dance thing? I feel like if I could get Sea Dance, it could do it. Tapestry getting knocked. I don't know if that's from the L'Oreal shit. Yeah, DocuSign is dying. Disney hires energy traders? Really? Is it for Disneyland? To power the park? That would make sense. You know, I know a guy who works for SDG&E. I got a guy who works for SDG&E, and his job is to trade futures on energy to lock in prices. It's fucked up because if he loses, he's like, yeah, I just lost a bunch of money for the city. It's the craziest shit ever. And then if he hits big, he's like, yeah, we just saved a bunch of money for this next quarter or the next month. It's kind of a trip. But yeah, that's what you guys, so like, think about it. Every like municipality, they have energy traders. Like, there's motherfuckers just trading futures to lock in power prices. He doesn't get fired though. I mean, I remember one time he lost like $250,000 or like $500,000 on one day, but then like, yeah, he made it back. But yeah, they didn't. I was like, they don't cut you right away. He's like, nah. Pretty interesting job. That's all he does. His job is to trade futures for the city, or I guess the electrical company that powers the city. Do I think there will be a cascade sell-off? I don't know. I think the volatility by, I was surprised how quickly people reacted to everything. That's why maybe you could blame the bots, but I think end of the month we're going to really find out. That's kind of what I've been saying on it, but for now, I mean, without speaking in broad terms or trying to predict the future, I just think if IGV goes below the previous low, none of this volatility is over yet, or that more so, that would be a very bad sign. So, and then if it doesn't, if it holds right here and goes up, then that tracks very well historically. Do. How does one get into that job? I think you apply. He's been doing it for a really long time. Yeah, but yeah, you can, there's jobs like, you could work for a lot. I didn't know Disney had them. That's the crazy company. That's the crazy part. I didn't know Disney. It makes a lot of sense, though. Anybody like Costco, anybody who uses a fuck ton of power for, like, daily operations, like, yeah, that power going up or down could drastically affect your cost, margin, profit, all that stuff. So it's like, yeah, it makes a lot of intuitive sense. Some of you are like, I'm going to apply. You should, though, if shit, you want to get into it, you should look into it. Why not? Vital Farms. Vital, are people still canceling them, though? Again, the food plays were kind of dumping earlier, but a lot of them recently, like ADM, Conagra, they went up. We're coming back down, boys. Hot dog. XLP still staying there. Again, IGV now. Apple is unfortunately kind of the bigger drag today. I mean, there's a lot of drags, but for right now in this like little short-term window, Apple is going down the whole time while some of those other ones are covered. And then, like I've said it a couple times, though, that IGV, back to that one, that's why it's like, If IGV stops hitting a new low, you're going to stabilize in tech or software. But if that doesn't, it'd be a really bad sign. But then that's why it's like you're probably going to have to keep playing this game with AI releases and just the hangover until we kind of see. But in some, they're all moving at different speeds. Like Adabe's still chilling comparatively, but that also didn't bounce the same way. And then Intuit. Wendy's new 52-week low. Dude, I haven't had a Baconator in a minute. You know that? Last time the stock had to go. That was during the meme rally. I got a Baconator. But yeah, it's been a while, man. Celsius. Why is Celsius ripping? That one's an interest. Again, these like consumer food plays, they're not the food suppliers that were value. They've gone up. But now, ever since like Chipotle and a couple of others, they've a lot of the food products, consumer ones. I think because Pepsi. I think Pepsi lowering prices. Even McDonald's said it on their earnings today. They said they wanted to lower prices, or maybe it's Ozempic. Well, they're not right now. They're going up, but not like daily. Pepsi and Coke have been the ones. There's Googly Woogly, Deep Mind, Deep Think or Deep Mind. I don't know why I keep messing up the name. Do. Microsoft says most of all professional tasks undertaken by white-collar workers will be fully automated by AI within the next 12 to 18 months. Hot dog. Mustafa Suleiman. I mean, who was it? I heard another one of these. Yeah, this is the C. I think he's been saying this for a long time. That's old. That was like 6 hours ago. This was part of the morning. This is the clip on it.
You talk about superintelligence. Most of your rivals talk about AGI, artificial general intelligence. Explain the difference between AGI and superintelligence.
I prefer the definition that focuses first on what would it take to build a system that could achieve most of the tasks that a regular professional in a workplace goes about on a daily basis.
So this is 6 hours. He's going to say it 6 hours ago.
How close
This is
are we?
old.
I think that we're going to have a human level performance on most, if not all, professional tasks. So white collar work where you're sitting down at a computer, either being, a lawyer or an accountant or a project manager or a marketing person. Most of those tasks will be fully automated by an AI within the next 12 to 18 months. And we can see this in software engineering. Many software engineers report that they are now using AI-assisted coding for the vast majority of their code production, which means that their roles shifted now to this meta function of debugging, scrutinizing, of doing the strategic stuff like architecting.
Say it, motherfucker.
Et cetera, putting things into production. So it's a quite different
think you already did,
relationship
but-
to the technology, and that's happened in the last 6 months.
Wow. That's funny. People are circulating that now. But he's been talking like this for a minute. There's a bunch of other clips of him. But that's the one everyone's going crazy on. But I mean, again, this is what we've been tripping out on the last 2 weeks. I mean, shit, you guys don't, I mean, it's been what, 3 weeks now? You guys don't remember my reaction to Moltbot, my child? I even got sad when he died. Like, yes, it's crazy, bro. But I don't know. I think, I do think there is certain economical shifts, but at some point, this is just our DeepSeek moment. I just think eventually, you guys remember the DeepSeek, right? You guys don't remember? It killed the market. Everybody freaked out. And that was over the chips and all that other stuff. But now, like we talked about a couple weeks ago, this is cannibalism. This is not that AI is not working. It's not that there's a new model and then all this money was a waste. Now they're like, it's working so well, it's going to affect this. But that's why, too, like, to give the other side of the coin, there is, like, not all of these companies are going to die. They are going to adjust. Some of them. And the ones, I think the part people are missing is, like, database authenticity and, like, accurate info. And the companies that are able to let these AIs operate accurately, that's where you're going to get money. That's where people are going to, those are the guys that are going to stay alive. Because it makes a lot of sense. If your AI, think about it, AI is really dumb if it doesn't have good data. And you don't want to deploy all this money and work into something that's operating off of old or bad data. You don't get the same results. So some of these software names that provide that, they're getting hammered now, but eventually they're gonna be able to offer something that maybe the people who are just making money off of other stuff and don't have that, and they just offered pretty pictures and made it easy to use, like workflow could be taken out now, just because, again, you don't need a user interface for an AI. But like if you're more than a user interface, you're gonna be able to withhold. And like people were talking about it too, like just in general. All right, man, new low. Hold on. But XLP stopped moving there. I think it's a Google coming down, and then I don't know, Microsoft. This is everybody else though. Hold on. This is more materials, a little bit of Tesla. A couple of the winners that were in the green are coming down now. Is it Nvidia? Intelia? You're a software engineer that uses AI for the past 2 weeks. It's been mind-blowing. Well, it just depends who you ask. That's been the reality of it, is that we even have Chads here who do a lot, and they're saying it's nothing. Some people are saying it's mind-blowing. Again, I was blown away by Claudebot. Because, again, I like to think I'm in the middle. I don't know. I'm dumb, but, like, I've been involved. I've never worked at it, but I definitely am above the average learning curve. But it's like Claudebot, and then, just tying it into what I know about markets. That was a shocking development for me. But at the same time, it's like, I think the best way to put this whole market, it's not as bad as people think, but it's definitely not something good. I hate to be so wishy-washy and give you a half-ass answer, but that's the reality, is that something changed and there is a development, and it's not going to end the world like people want to rely, when look at saying this at the market lows. It's not going to end the world, but it definitely changed something. And that's where out of all these little developments, and then comparing it to the to everything else that we've gone through, is just like, you're comparing to DeepSeek. It's like right now the market's sensitive, but there definitely was a development, and the development itself, like the Claude bots and some of these updates and these models, if it stops here, the world's not going to change. But then at the same time, it's just like, what comes next? You know, again, markets are very forward-looking. Cybersecurity company Palo Alto not to tie hackers to Beijing over retaliation fears. Okay, well, SPY hit a new low. Again, it's still kind of a mixed bag. Everything's kind of getting a drag now. Again, staples are giving up a little bit more. Palo Alto's reacting to that. No, I made something different a while ago. It just was able to add to it. I don't know. Again, I mean, I've already had my Newswire and shit. It's helped out with some of that stuff, but then the statistical analysis, it's a weird thing that I've had, but now it helped. But now having a fucking agent that is a little bit more free and able to do stuff, it's been pretty trippy. But then again, think about the future. That's what people are tripping on. You guys understand? It's not like right now. We definitely you made an advancement, and that's why I'm saying people argue it's nothing, it's big, it doesn't matter. But at the same time, it's people are looking for the future now and looking ahead, where it's like, what is this going now? What happens fucking next? And that's what I think markets are being a little paranoid about. That's the thing, though. That's the optimist scenario, which I do kind of agree with, is that there's going to be these updates and like people are saying it's going to replace things, but there's a good likelihood it's just going to make people more effective, which is how it should be done. So now, granted, there might be a lot of froth in other areas, and maybe we have way too many lines of work and jobs. That's another argument, but at the same time, it's like it's going to help you do stuff. So, like, some people are afraid it's going to eliminate them, but, you know, you should also consider the possibility that it could help you do your job better. It could speed things up, give you more time to do other things, or it could make you be a lot better at your job. That's something I always said, man. I've been telling you guys even from last year. If you can think critically, if you know how to think critically and accurately, go back to even when I'm telling you, whoa, that's a 30-year bond. Has to be. 4.75. Bid to cover 266. Indirect bid 69. 24.2. I don't know what the one issued was. I'll get it in a second. 4771. Wait, what did it come in at then? 4750? No, that's the coupon on it, right? Yeah, 4750. So, slightly lower then. Interesting. Why did they fucking not buy the 10s? That was probably Besant. You gave Multi the International Political Economy book? Oh, dude, I didn't even think about that. You fucker. That's a good idea. I love it. That's why you'll see you could get him learning pretty quick. Get him on data, get him to notice some things. But yeah, you could tap into it at a crazy rate. And like I was even telling y'all the other day, see how it could help you do your job, whatever you're doing, better. And you could even think about other ways to get access. And even then, I think even setting up the Molt bot, you get to learn a little bit. Yeah, Teal is a bond auction. I was tripping. It was 475. It was 477. I thought it came in at the screws. I was like, why is it tripping like that? It came in 0.02 better. And then after a bad auction yesterday, I think that helped. The 3-year was good. But again, once again, dude, TLT is still catching a bit off of that. And then, too, on these days with some of this freak out, that remains. Staples are going up with it. And then IGV, bro. I don't like that 79.80. That's bad. That's bad, bro. How did silver and gold handle that? Yeah, they might inverse the bonds. Maybe that's why they sold off earlier. They went to go buy 30-year bonds. Not too many people want to buy paper instead of the other one. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The bonds was a bond auction right now. OpenAI debuts first AI model using chips from Cerberus. Cerebus. See if that NVIDIA moves off that. Singularity, it'll get more unpredictable and crazy. Yes and no. It'll be crazy for God knows what. There's many timelines. But I'm laughing because it sounds crazy, but like I was saying to you guys, though, I even told you this from last year. I mean, and then I think this fear just, bro, if you could think critically, if you could think accurately, that's why I was saying that these trusted databases they're not going away, no matter what level we get to. The AI is going to need something of that nature, but I think those of you who could really use your minds, I mean, you have, again, ideas, you have creativity, you think accurately, you don't, because again, I mean, if you just follow everything, then what the fuck are you going to, like, it makes sense why you would have shit threatened. But it's like, if you really could think on your own and think critically, I think you're going to do a lot better. That's what I truly believe. I think some people will advance their career and their life if this might be what's, again, it's disruption. It allows, shake up the pieces on the board, and it's going to allow people to advance where now you have a different playing field, but it's not just the same. Think about it, last several years, last decade even, at some point, it's like, tech, there was a higher learning curve, and then it turned into a lot of just copying. And again, there was not like really originality mixed in with, again, there was more conformity than critical thought. Again, think about what spreads, dude. What spreads on the internet? Is it accurate? If you post something accurate, is that what's going to get you viral? Again, if you have an accurate database, you'll make money. So like, think about it. It's just like, that's going to change. So it's like, if you really have these tools at your disposal, and the next part is accessibility. So think about it. Not everybody can set up a Moltbot yet, right? There's all these little things where that's where we'll get the next things that come out. But accessibility, once it becomes really accessible, then it's going to be a matter of bigger changes. But then it's also too, if you have critical thought, you have accurate thought. I've been telling you guys this the whole time. That's why, I mean, I think it's true. I think whether you didn't see this happen and now we see what's happened, everything and my thoughts on this does not change, because I believe it was objectively correct from the get-go when I told you. Accurate thought, critical thought is the absolute, that's going to be the real big deciding factor, I think, for a lot of people. That's why I said, man, fuck everybody. I mean that in a loving way, but that's why I'm saying, like, you don't want to conform. You want to think for yourself, and the better you get at that, and if you could learn it now, it's going to give you a lot more dividends on the back end. Whereas, again, conformity, being scared of certain things, fear, and then tying it into, your work and job and tools at your disposal, it's going to, and then if all you do is monkey see, monkey do, you're not going to figure it out. And that's where I think you would be threatened. But may sound scary for some people, but the encouraging part is that you should start thinking. You should start, get out of the box a little bit. And when you do that, you might see how this could be the opportunity of a lifetime for you, rather than being a prison for a lifetime, which some people want to get afraid of. So yeah, bro, I don't know. I mean, I might be a little crazy. It is philo time, but then again, I mean, I've shared this with you guys a long time ago now, and that's why it's like AI and shit's developing at a way faster rate. But like I've always told you with like economic theories too, one of the best things is when you could have the same answer and it's correct. Something that I like, things that could withstand the test of time. And that's why I'm telling you, like, you may have thought I was a little cuckoo earlier, but I hope this encourages you to really think and think accurately, think critically. You will be a great person. That's why all these biases and all this dog shit is like, it's so detrimental in its own way. But you can escape it. No, escape the matrix. Shut the fuck up, Andrew. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop. Am I the crazy one? Wi-Fi OpenAI Codex powered by Cerebus. Is that where that headline's coming from? App had good earnings. That's the crazy part. Shabalalabalabadoo. Damn, that's a tragedy. World in war, but the truth is the casualty. Banks are down 3.5 again today too. They got quietly mollywopped this week. People were more dramatic about the software stocks, but those guys got murked. Biggest day for Apple down since April 25. It's crazy that they did good yesterday. Burdoop. Paramount enlists top Warner shareholder in proxy battle. Discussions to nominate Pentwater Capital to the studio and streaming board as it seeks to derail Netflix takeover. And then bonds are still following through from the auction. Yes, I was telling you guys, actual intelligence. I'm glad you remembered. Could do it. I need to call you again, Tim. I think you can easily. Man, that's it. You gotta just take a jump, maybe a halfway jump. You gotta build a runway, but then you're gonna have to bridge the gap. You're gonna have to leap. I think it'll work though. Kimberly was fun. I'm still distraught about this lonely deposit that's just sitting there. I should have used it. Well, Chad, on that note, I know the market has fear. We had good talks. You had some good plays. You got some good things. But would you guys like to have philosophy? Would you guys like to take a break? Would you like to? Would you like to have a break and listen a little bit? You know, maybe chill, maybe learn something. You know, I've had a lot of AI philosophies. Man, I think there was a lot of good stuff last year. Even this year, I've shared with you some other stuff. So let's talk, baby. Let's talk. If you'd like to join, it's free $99. I think the chat's gonna open up too. So we'll see you there. Make the most of it. Try not to be a jackass. You know, that's what I'm saying. And again, there's a big market day. I would just encourage you to focus on your opportunities if that's what you want to do. Or you could listen to some stuff. You could listen to a crazy little Egyptian boy. I don't know what you're into, but it should take you there. I will see you there. And God bless America. Goodbye.